last session, you guys opened up after having everyone kind of, and I think you guys finished up a long rest at the beginning of last session, and Dreyll, that's not your name, Jin and Dreyll sought each other out. Well, Jin sought out Dreyll specifically to sort of gauge whether or not that on this mission he's good to kill. He's into kill. He's into lose it. He's into fucking all bets off, go psycho crazy if he has to. Dreyll, all for it. Like 100% I'm into lose it. As long as you guys can rein me in, I will Exodia obliterate anyone you need me to. Both of you in a joint handshake heard laughter around your heads, just like subtle echoing raspy laughter. Additionally, Dreyll presented the idea of, hey, you know, if we make it through this after I go crazy, can we stop by the Battleforged range? We want to be able to, he wants to be able to, like, solve the war there, possibly. Do whatever. He wants to go home. He wants to go home for one reason or another for some sort of closure. Dreyll then attempted to that was pre-long rest. It was before you all went to bed, because it was what Jin had left prior that he wanted to do. So then you guys all woke up the next morning. Dreyll was late to breakfast because he was trying to do mind-calming rituals in his bedroom. He failed a couple times at making his bed properly.
Yeah, very mindful, very demure. Yep.
Yeah. Got down to breakfast, was using a fork and a knife very calmly, very politely, small little bites for big dragonborn man. Had a napkin and everything. You guys kicked Bamboozle out of breakfast. Sticky went to bat for him, asking why he couldn't be around, that she didn't really understand why he couldn't be involved in the conversations. And upon being told, like, who wants him to go, who doesn't want him to go, what decisions do we want made, half the party basically said, let's bring him along, he could be good utility. And the other half said, we're not bringing our child. I don't want to say pet, because you guys don't view him as a pet anymore because of his intelligence. You guys are the guardians of this kid. Don't want to bring him along and risk his life and danger, and possibly get him trapped in a life with the family for eternity, seeing as Quaddles live quite a long time as far as Jin's aware. Sticky ended up leaving the table, taking a plate of food on top of what Bamboozle had piled up and walked away with, and went to Bamboozle's room. There, they discussed the idea that they're going to be going on a mission, whether or not Bamboozle wants to go, what Bamboozle's capable of in combat, before Bamboozle transformed into his Quaddle form and had Sticky shoot him with a crossbow. The crossbow bolts just dink, flying off him and not really hurting him, before Aphelion had to go fetch Sticky to bring her back down to the table so that you guys could actually plan out and discuss what you want to do going towards the elemental plane of fire. You guys find out a little later, but this entire time, Vivian is listening silently, invisible in the corner of the room. You guys discussed testing Bamboozle's combat abilities, putting him through training, really seeing what he's capable of prior to going on this adventure, to then determine whether or not he should be involved. Others of you saying, the moment we start training him, that's kind of involving him. And a decision there wasn't made. Instead, you guys tabled it for a later time, because you still have a couple more days, at least, of Valxis recovering from death to wait before you go. Sticky ended up accidentally tasting some of Bamboozle's venom, almost passed out. That was a thing. Now you guys know that Bamboozle has a venom that he can use. A group of you guys split up at this point. 4 of you, it was Valxis, Ben, Dreyll, and Jin, went to interrogate the Phoenix's father, who at the time, you guys really, it finally clicked, like, hey, they said we have the Phoenix's father imprisoned. You'd been told in the past by Aetheria that he was dead. Little bit conflicting, but you do go to the cells. You have Vivian escort you guys to this magical corridor where part of the cobblestone wall opens up, and you guys walk through some sort of illusionary field before you enter a marble white chamber, soundproofed, that has different people in these force field-esque cells. You guys then stepped in and discussed a little bit before walking in what the plan was, before stepping in and interrogating Holden. In this interrogation, it started off with Valxis leading the charge and trying to play good cop, bad cop type stuff in a very stereotypical way before being called out by Holden that, this is your first time doing this, isn't it? Like, I've been fed in here. I'm fed well. I don't look hurt. Like, this isn't like a torture chamber. What are we doing here? Before Valxis took a step back, initially Dreyll stepped forward to ask very quick, rapid-fire, basic questions that he got solid answers to, before Ben and Jin went in hard on more serious questions, tougher questions, historical questions, his involvement. Why wouldn't someone come seeking him? Questioning the validity of the wish spell that created his daughter. Whether or not he's lying. Whether he's part of this whole thing. Why isn't he a part of this whole thing? What are the circumstances? Why is he keeping his organization secret? You guys find out that he's what's known as a plane walker, and he protects the elemental plane of fire from the mortal realm. And the gateway in the Deadwood was his charge by the Dythronian kingdom to protect, as it was a discovered entranceway into the elemental plane of fire. You guys started asking him questions about the strength and the makeup of the seal that he used to keep the Phoenix trapped in the elemental plane of fire, which he would not reveal, as he holds those true to chest, true to heart, as part of his organization's secrecy, that he would not give those up. You guys left the chamber having received answers, maybe more questions, but ones that you didn't want to ask in the moment, as you guys sort of regrouped and headed back to the tower. The others, initially, Mary, I believe you said you sought out a courtyard to chill out, or is that a different time?
I think that was around that time. Yeah.
Because Kelo went to get clothing, as well as Aphelion and Sticky, but Sticky didn't actually get anything. She was just there and along for the ride.
I think,
but
courtyard.
Yeah, you were in the courtyard making little flower crowns to yourself, hidden away amongst the flowers, before everyone sort of reconvened back in the tower to exchange information hours and hours later. So, I'd say initially the group that was doing the interrogation arrives first and waits in the lounge area before the group who went shopping, and then Mary coming back. Mary, I'm assuming you're just holding all of them, or are they like in a bag?
She has them on her belt.
Okay. Mary comes in last. You guys were all waiting for her, and she just has a series of flower crowns just around her belt, almost like a tutu.
No, wow,
you're all in this room. Like,
what are you doing with all those?
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to make them. Do you want?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I made one that would fit specifically around your horns, and she'll.
That's what I was exactly worried about.
And she'll like kind of search through the belt. She has two. There's one with red and orange flowers, and then another one with only white flowers. You can pick one.
Oh my god. It's white, and what was the other one? Red and orange?
Yeah.
I'll take the red and orange one.
Sweet. There you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna have Sticky kind of like stand next to her and then be like,
can I get in on the flowers?
Yeah, of course. I think I just accidentally invited you to a server. My bad. I was trying to turn up your volume.
Well, I don't want to be involved in your server. I rescind your invitation.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I made. I'm so sorry. The menu popped up. I clicked in it. I'm so sorry. I'm so red.
I'm so red as funny.
Yeah, I have two here. One is mostly leaves with little tiny pink flowers, and then the other one is mostly orange.
Which one do you think I'll look best
Let's see. She'll kind of hold both of them on either side of your head, and kind of her eyes dart between either one. She's just like, I think orange is really good on you.
in? Okay.
And then she'll hand it up to Sticky. Do you know how to put these on?
No.
Okay, here. Turn around really quick. And
Okay.
she'll put it on and make sure it's like tucked into her ear so it's snug and it's going all the way around her head.
I'm gonna have a whip around and look up at her and be like,
Do I look like a bush?
You look like Sticky with some pretty flowers on you.
That sounds pretty cool too.
I mean, if you hold a couple branches up, you might look like a bush with flowers.
Oh.
I'm gonna have it suddenly try and see if she can find some sticks.
In the tower,
Yeah.
the closest thing you can see is strictly for show because it's magical fire, but like wooden logs next to the currently lit fireplace.
I'm just gonna have her pick up a wooden log.
You look like a tree.
Also, I would like clarification from you, Sticky. Is the egg in your bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
No, I
You know,
don't like that.
eggs. You know, the
No, I
surface
don't
of
like
eggs
that.
are permeable. Like they're supposed to allow oxygen in, and
I don't.
Yeah.
things
I
don't
don't
get
like
oxygen
that.
in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, I suddenly grab my bag of holding and I pull out my egg for no reason.
That's crazy. You know, I thought you were a respectable role player who wouldn't metagame. But that's
Can you actually just suck so hard on my left fucking lip, bro? Like, fuck you.
Your left lip is so crazy.
Do you have a lip on each side?
Yeah. Have you?
Oh, you're talking
yeah,
about
I was
lower
Wow.
lips. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Well, careful there, Corey.
Dude, I feel like I was just so crazy. Like
Oh,
even
and
just
he's gone.
the
Oh,
headspace
And
of
he's
doing
gone.
that is insane.
God. I mean,
You're crying,
Oh.
dude.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
oh.
Oh my god.
Anyways, your egg is in the bag of holding and you picked up a log. What are we doing?
I'm glad we all established that one. Glad we took the time for that one.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna grab the log and then is this like an area where like Stool has like a pot of dirt?
They've kind of put one of his like vessels of dirt kind of on every floor so he can just like hang out and be a mushroom.
I want to find the nearest one and then sit in it.
Okay. Yeah, there's one in this floor. So this floor, like this is like the entryway into the tower. It's kind of like a living room / lounge. So yeah, there's one like sort of in the corner of the room before the stairs. You're just sitting in dirt. You're just gonna plop in
Yeah, and then I'm gonna smile.
with the log and the flowers on your head.
Yeah, and feel satisfied knowing that I look like a bush.
Okay.
Man, they really upped their plant game in here.
I'm gonna have Sticky quietly laugh under her breath.
Now that we got the flower crowns out of the way, we're back from interrogating her dad.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How did that go?
So he's not a part of it at all. Actually, he would be against his daughter releasing her mom, the Phoenix.
Yeah. It seems more like him being kind of used in a way for the Phoenix's overall plan. There's some form of wish that was given to him, and then that is how I guess she came about, and then he I I
Are you
don't
saying
know.
this person was wished into existence?
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Like, as powerful as they are?
See, this is the thing I don't understand. Like, he has been away from like his position, has not reported to anybody that he is not watching his position. Obviously, the family's doing their side of the things on that, but I don't know. That's kind of like the question mark with it, is that she's just here. His whole role was to kind of deem who would be a danger to both realms, you know, the plane of fire and then our realm. So I guess she was able to kind of go under his nose this whole time. Or maybe she just became kind of who she was in his time of imprisonment.
So,
You know?
so was he working? He was working against them, or with, or
He is the one who imprisoned Orvisa.
oh,
Yeah.
so we took the prison guard. We have the prison guard. There's no prison guard over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I
I
mean,
think
it's
we
fair, though,
should.
because yeah, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
I think we should clarify the exact condition of his imprisonment with your mother of absence.
I mean, he's kept very nice. I am assuming he.
Well, not his physical condition. I just mean
like why?
why.
Yeah, because I get from his
Yeah.
angle why he said he's in prison, right? You know, he fell in love with the Phoenix. They had a kid together, however you want to shape it. But then his whole reaction to the whole thing was like, he just is mad that he's not guarding his post, right? Like he's taken away from his thing, and he just doesn't seem like a guy who would orchestrate this. But it seems like a guy to be orchestrated upon, you know?
Huh.
Like
So-
Well, if it's
he's like the
his
perfect bait for
magic,
this.
if it's his magic that's binding Orvisa to the plane, right? The spell that has been passed on through generations of his guild,
Yeah.
and it's being broken, then shouldn't, like, we need the help.
Yeah, shouldn't he be there?
Yeah.
They're the only ones that know how this magic works, and, well, given I was rather rude, so I understand him not wanting to delve into how the magic works, but
But I don't think he'd even give us how that magic works. I've never even heard of that group. You know? I don't think that would be even given, even if we were like the kindest people and saying we'll free him. I don't think he'd even give that. He seems way
So-
too bound.
to me, what seems a possible option is if we can work with him, we can contact other planewalkers who, even though they may not be able to give us the specifics of the spell, but we could help them in any way that we can to make sure that the binding is still sealed. And if we're going to plan on being in the plane anyway, I'm sure there's something that we could do, but we need to have that direction.
Yeah, like an understanding of how to keep this, whatever it's called, right? This seal.
Right. Ben puts his finger around his nose. So who's going to talk to Valxis's mom?
Finger on nose and hell no.
Jin also puts his finger on nose.
Does that mean we are doing it or not doing it?
I don't think Dreyll understands what's happening. He's not going to put a finger on his nose.
Like nose goes, you know?
Nose goes.
Yeah, nose goes. If your nose isn't covered, you go.
You go.
Well, I'm just. We should at least
Oh,
have a
Dreyll, you don't have
conversation
a
with her
nose, you just
to
have holes.
understand.
He's got a snout.
I have a nose, and he like
He
he puts his finger to his nose. Like
That's a snout,
Aphelion,
man.
Aphelion was one of the first ones to put his finger on his nose.
That's
I'll
a
put my
snout,
hand on
bro.
mine. This isn't fair.
Oh god, he grips
Wow.
it.
Shoulders, knees,
Wow.
and toes,
Do you
knees,
grab it
and
from the bottom or do you just grab by the root?
The top, in between the eyes.
Right by the root. Okay.
What if we all
Dude,
rolled like
rude.
dexterity checks?
Yeah.
If you guys want a sleight of hand, who touched their nose first, and everyone understood the rules of the game upon Ben. Ben, you automatically don't have to do it because you're the one who called it.
Yeah.
But if everyone
Yeah.
wants to do a sleight of hand or dexterity check, I mean the same thing.
Fuck!
Ooh, you suck, dude.
Dude, I saw it. It was about to be
Damn,
17
okay,
and it
Cass.
rolled over.
Yeah, my finger was on my nose the second he was like making the movement. Apparently,
Holy shit.
No, this is just
Never
if we
moves his
want.
hand.
to do
Valsis is
this.
just gonna end up talking to his mom anyways. He just doesn't
Yeah.
even like.
Yeah.
I'll go with you, Valks.
By the way, do you guys want clarification on what you were told 40 sessions ago about Holden?
holding.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay, you guys were talking to Aetheria because she was
Uh-huh.
briefing you guys on hag stuff as well
Yes.
as the Phoenix. And
This was the librarian.
yes, and
Yes,
because
okay.
she's part of the organization, she like helps debrief.
Yeah.
And what she had told you is that he was working together with the Phoenix, that the details of their relationship were unknown, but she assumed platonic, that he would guard the mortal side, she would guard the elemental plane of fire side, that it got to a point where they liked being together so much that he was upset about the fact that when he was on the mortal side that he couldn't like see her. So together they wished into existence a fragment of the Phoenix for him to nurture and care for and be with in the mortal plane, hence Nestra's birth.
Wow.
And then what Atilra told you is that around when Nestra was a teenager, some circumstance led to the Phoenix's defeat, Nestra being pissed, and her father being dead. But Phoenixes are never truly defeated, so she came back. So clearly, the family didn't have all the information they do now. This was also months ago. So more details, more information, whatever. If someone wants to make an insight check on that information, this is just your understanding of humans and the way things would probably be worded.
Fucking Wendy's. Holy shit.
A 20. Drell. Weirdly enough, Drell, the person who isn't the best at reading people, you like
Should have like a negative
you're
15.
like you like go to make you would think in your head to make a joke, right? Which is was he dead or was he dead to her? Oh, because she joined the Winterlight organization. She was part of the underground market. She was part of the family. She was doing the thing where she started kidnapping kids.
Right.
So like she'd communicated with people in the family before. She was part of the business. So the idea was like, yeah, this shit happened with my mom and my dad. My mother got like defeated. My dad's fucking dead to me. Like that kind of thing where like they were like, oh, your dad. Okay, so her dad's dead. And whatever altercation led to the Phoenix being defeated, and that's why you're pissed. No, it's dad locked my mom away to the elemental plane of fire permanently so I could never see her, so he's fucking dead to me.
That makes so much sense.
I see.
And then
That does
that
make a
goes
lot of
that goes
sense.
through fucking networks and networks and networks of people underground, gets back to Liliana, and
Game
it's
of
like,
telephone.
so her father's dead, and it was in her mother's defeat that this happened. That's And then you guys obviously gathered from Holden last session the idea that he was like, I didn't have to make myself known unless there was a threat. So the
Right.
family probably never saw him because no one was going out to the Deadwood to do stuff in the elemental plane of fire. And if they were, they probably weren't a threat. So he never, But yeah.
Where is the Deadwood?
To the east, south of the volcano. Still in the Winterlight Empire.
East, south.
South of the
And
volcano,
so-
but directly east from Chrisfell.
It's this.
So it's in the Winterlight Empire, but the kingdom.
Yes.
commissioned?
That was very intentional information. Yes.
Interesting.
I knew
That-
that was
I
weird.
was
thinking
wondering-
about
The
that for
kingdom
weird-
Yeah.
discovered the portal and hired the organization to send someone to protect it, instead of the kingdom sending
Right.
their own people to guard a portal that's in the Empire.
Okay.
And whether or not the Winterlights knew that it was from the Dythronian kingdom, and if they did, they were just like, as long as the kingdom's not over here getting involved. I mean, they're not at war. They don't hate each other. You know, the Empire and the kingdom aren't at odds. They're just separate countries.
Yeah. Yeah, Cubby, I think we need to ask your mom about what she knows about the Planewalkers and specifically.
Who's Cubby?
I'm just
Your
speaking
mom,
out of character.
I know that you don't live with her anymore, but
Hold on, let me ring her up.
no, it's funny.
Who
Okay.
the fuck is Cubby?
Speaking out of character. Just planning what we need to do.
Need to ask my mom
So
about.
they all play
Yeah.
they all play nose goes, right? And everyone throws their fingers on their nose. And then Valks just like doesn't move, and in the corner you guys just hear like a clattering as Sticky like throws the log up to try to touch her nose, but the log comes down, hits her hand away from her nose,
Oh.
and then she immediately puts it back and is just like shaking a little bit. But she got it there before Valks because Valks isn't doing it.
All right.
So we come back in on the nose goes. That was just me giving you guys as players
Yeah.
information on what you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go talk to my mom. I'm gonna go talk to my mom about the Planeswalkers and about I already forgot his name.
Holden.
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 Holden. It was an H, and I was like, I can't. Henry? No,
Write it
that's
down.
magical guy. I was like, and then after that, I'm gonna go buy spell scrolls. I'm thinking probably an anti-magic field for the whole chronomancy shit. And then I was gonna get some counter spells and maybe a couple enhance abilities. Any other spells?
No. I mean, are you just gonna go alone, or do you want to?
I was probably just gonna go. I mean, if someone wants to come talk with me with my mom, I'm not gonna say no.
I'll come with you to talk to your mom. I think she likes me. I don't really know though.
I don't know either. So
I mean, they did offer to turn you back to an orc
That
when
is-
we first
yeah, they
met them.
did.
So
And if you don't remember, specifically during your first conversation with Valks's mom, Dreyll, she like had you step up. This is like when you guys first met her. She had you step up to the throne, and then she like gave you like a, hey, if there's anything you ever need, like you can.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Yeah.
I kind of
Because it
forgot
seems
about
like
that.
they're like being very rude to you. They don't want you to talk, and like I've seen what they can do to a
I kind of
person.
forgot about that dynamic.
Because I specifically, it's funny because
That's funny.
I was looking through, like I just said, I was looking through all these pages of notes, and part of the conversation with his mother the first time, and it was, or actually it was during one of the recaps. It was like, yeah, you guys talked about his mother for the first time. One of you got a little bit of therapy. So there's that. Okay, so you two are gonna go talk to Liliana.
yeah.
Anyone else going anywhere else specific, or just hanging out in the tower?
I think I'm also gonna go. I don't know how long it's been. If my sword's ready to be picked up or not.
You
I'm just
dropped
gonna ask
off
her.
your sword yesterday,
Yeah.
and
So
you
probably
were
not.
specifically asking for any information they can get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know whether it'd be ready. They haven't
Um,
contacted you.
Yeah, I tag along. But I did have a question. Would Ben or Ben's body have any memory of chronomancy? Or have any idea of it or anything about that?
You don't even need to recall. Yeah, time magic's been used. Rarely, but it's been used.
But does he have like an understanding of it? Like, will an anti-magic field like even work on something like that? Like, is there like
what?
So
like what?
If it's like, is it a spell or is it like, I guess he's just trying to like
Her necklace?
Right.
So it's
like, is
hard,
this an effect or is it like a spell? Right. Like,
it's hard to discern because you've only experienced it once.
Right.
Whether or not it was casting a spell, whether or not it was removing her from time, because you all were frozen, but you were able to see and hear her, and she moved around the room. So if time was really frozen, how were you able to see and understand her? But also, if time was frozen and she did want you to see or hear her, why weren't you all able to move? Or, you know, like the intricacies of what that amulet does, you don't entirely know because there's like 6 or 7 different scenarios they could fall under. But chronomancy exists. Like chronergy and graviturgy magic are some of the rarer, harder to master magics in the world, but they exist. This is the first time that if it is chronomancy, that you've seen it utilized in the form of a like an artifact or a necklace or amulet or something. She didn't whisper anything. She didn't, like, there was no incantation. There was no somatic components to what she was doing. You haven't seen an amulet like that before.
Right. Yeah, it's just because, like, Cubby, just meta-wise, like, because anti-magic field, like, has very specific ways that it interacts with magic.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, if it's an effect that is being applied to us, it would work, right?
Roll an Arcana check at disadvantage, because it's been so long.
Okay.
A 12. There, in your brain, there's a possibility that a dispel magic spell that's cast at a high enough level or an anti-magic field could work, but there's no guarantee. You don't know well enough the piece that she was using. You just know that whatever happened because of that amulet. You were also a lot weaker then.
That's true too.
Right. Like, we may have all just automatically failed the save.
Just auto failed, yeah. Fuck, and but we don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It'll be something that you probably have to figure
There's
out later.
also in the description of anti-magic field, there is areas of magic, and it is the area of another spell or magic effect, such as fireball, can't extend into the sphere. If it overlaps an area of magic, the part of the area that is covered by the sphere is suppressed. For example, the flames created by a wall of fire are suppressed within the sphere, creating a gap in the wall if the overlap is large enough.
Mm-hmm. You don't know if it was an area of effect spell.
It seemed like it. So,
well,
but even then,
you do remember it affected everyone else in the room because it happened pre-fight.
Wait, what?
When she found you guys underneath Kaizo's manor, it was before you guys were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the kids in their cages were frozen, but they weren't listening or seeing or talking. They weren't taking in that information. Neither were any of the minions that she had in there. You guys were the only ones who were able to, like, witness what was happening. Everyone else that was in that room was frozen in time. But you also, it wasn't long enough that you would know whether or not, like, time actually passed and everyone in that room was just, like, locked.
Right.
Or if the world stopped and she was able to function like she's the fucking Flash. Like, you don't know.
I would assume if that's what happened, there would be many other gods who'd be pissed off. So
unless they were also frozen, because that's powerful fucking magic. That's some endgame level shit. If you can just freeze the world and move about at your free will.
Oh.
But who knows? It's
Just
magic unlike anything you guys have seen.
Yeah, just send it. We don't know. We're just gonna hurt ourselves trying to know. Just send it. It's okay. Holy
Listen,
fuck.
I gotta make the final fight against her interesting in some way, huh? You know?
Yeah, we're like stepping into like time dilation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the anti-magic field.
Yeah. Yeah, do what you think you gotta do.
Yeah, I think that was it. And then, like, a couple counter spells.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
I just won't have. I again, not very many damage spells.
Yeah.
I could also, maybe get a teleport scroll, but I think getting 2 level 8 spell scrolls might be a little expensive.
I don't doubt you in that thought process. I don't even know what that shit would look like.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the meta talk. I think it's just
No, you're
organizing our
good.
thoughts.
You're good. You're good. Hey, man, meta talks are how you guys plan stuff.
It's all we can do.
So, what are the rest of you doing while I believe the 3 of you are going to talk to Dox's mother?
I'm gonna go out and look for street food.
Okay,
Go wander.
sure.
Let's
I'm
hope
gonna
you don't
have
get lost in the
Sticky go. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have her grab a bag of holding,
Okay,
and I'm gonna have her pull the egg out,
okay,
and then she's gonna sit with the egg, and then put the flower crown around the top of the egg,
okay,
and then she's just gonna sit and chill with it.
okay.
No plans.
Good to know.
Head empty.
Jin?
You know what? Jen will stick around and kind of inspect the egg with her.
Just both of you sitting in front of the egg?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
just gonna sit there and just draw the egg, and then
So
just kind of watch it, see if it does anything. I guess.
So Kilo's chilling, Sticky's chilling, Jin's chilling. Mary, what did you say you're doing?
Right
If
now?
anything? What are you going to be doing while these 3 go off to?
Oh, if they're whipping out the egg, I want to look. I want to see.
Okay. Okay, so 3 of you going off, 5 of you just chilling, staring at this egg. Is that where we're at?
We communicate with the egg.
And Kelo, who's going out for street food.
Yes, Kelo obviously going out for street food.
Yes, I'm just gonna have literally Sticky is just gonna be like trying to nest on top of it, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Just it's 4 people watching Sticky sit on an egg.
What are you?
Watching Sticky get weird with an egg.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I just, Anyways. Okay, so you 3 go back to the library, to the same office that Liliana's been using, and Atilra is currently, like, stamping books and putting them to the side as you guys walk in. Oh, it's back again. Another day, another meeting with your mother? You're lucky she's been around, because normally she's out and about and doing things.
Yeah, I know.
It's also
That's
probably
ironic.
getting very annoying that you guys keep coming back without, like, getting everything figured out beforehand.
Maybe that's why she's sticking around. Maybe she knows she didn't give us all the info.
Tira's just staring at you.
Well, we're
Anyways, and you see her, like, flick her hand, and from her hand, it's almost like a ghost hand comes out and then flies towards the door and knocks on the door from a distance. And you hear just, like, a muffled, Come in.
I'll walk in.
Yes.
Sorry, I have more questions.
Is it the final questions?
Maybe.
I'm very busy.
I hope so.
Okay. Sit down.
Cool.
How many of you this time? 3?
Just 3.
Is one of you going to take
Go.
notes so you know what information to bring to the others instead of you having to come back again?
Dreyll very haphazardly starts rifling through his fucking fanny pack.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
A notepad and quill that I don't have.
Right. So the way bags of holding work is you think of an item you want to pull out of it that's in there, and you just reach your hand in and pull it out. So you're just opening a bag, and your hand is just in dimensional space, touching nothing because there's nothing in there, and you're just
Yeah,
like
perfect.
thinking,
Perfect.
quill, notebook, and
Perfect.
just digging. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my quill and paper and I'll hand it to Dreyll.
Uh-huh.
No, I swear to God, I
Here.
must have just
No,
left it
here.
in the room.
No, it's fine.
Thanks, man. I'll take notes.
So anyway, I have a couple questions after talking to Holden.
Mm-hmm.
So he's being kept prisoner because he's the father of the Phoenix, but he doesn't seem to want to help her. I'm just wondering if having him, do we have people watching the portal to the fire? Like, I'd hope so, because that was his duty. Like, to make
I mean,
sure.
we have scouts out there, but it's not like every
Okay.
day people are traveling to the Deadwood to go in and out of the elemental plane of fire.
Well, what if people are coming out of it, not going into it?
No one's come
Yeah.
out of it, as far
Alright.
as we're aware. I mean, unless you guys know some way that people could enter and leave that portal without being seen.
No. Also,
It's a real
There's
possibility.
invisibility
I'm
magics, but I mean, our scouts, we
I'm
you know
just-
we try our best to maintain good scouts.
Okay. I mean, I figure I would just, this is for my own sake. I figured anyway. What about
Did we get an answer as to like why Holden's kept prisoner? Sorry, I'm taking notes.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
She's like,
Sorry.
you wouldn't receive answers to questions that haven't been asked yet. No.
Sorry, I'm trying to get everything going.
No,
I'm
I
not good at
understand.
taking notes.
why is he being held?
Hold on, let me see your notes.
I hand her the notes.
How bad is your handwriting?
Oh no.
I'll just
He's
send
learning.
I'll send you what I have written down, but it's chicken scratch and it's not spelt right.
Oh no.
He's learning. Okay, he's learning.
We're asking Valxis' mom some questions. Why is Holden kept prisoner? Just dad things or what's up? Is anyone watching Fire Portal? There are scouts, but nothing had been noted coming in or out of it. Okay, the second one was pretty good. She just goes, reaches down, pulls out a piece of paper, and like very fast, just writes out in proper English what you'd written down, and goes, "I will write down my answers as I'm saying them."
Wait, no, I can do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
She hands you back the paper.
okay.
So you want to know why he's being kept prisoner?
Yeah.
Because we don't know whether or not he, you know, while he's not currently, or he's saying he's not involved in whatever his daughter's doing, he's still her father, and him being present in everything that we're doing, one, gives him information on the family business that he's not supposed to have, and two, makes it so that if for some reason he were to turn, or someone were to use magics on him to turn him or convince him, he could bind any of us to the elemental plane of fire. He could, close the portal. He could do all sorts of things that could be catastrophic were he put in the wrong hands and, I don't know, tortured to a point in which his magics could be used negatively, maliciously.
All right.
Drell's hand is starting to hurt writing so much.
I hope everyone
Yeah,
hears
that
the
makes-
tapping of the
Yeah, yeah.
keyboard.
These are really big
I-
words.
I didn't think about
Maliciously.
that.
How do I spell that?
I mean, on top of that, we don't know if he's actually telling the truth about not being involved, not
True.
wanting to be involved. I mean, he's a very powerful ranger of the plains.
Wait, I have a question. It seems like a lot of this is speculation. Like,
Yes, they're called safety precautions.
oh, okay, sorry.
I mean, we're not torturing him. Did he seem tortured?
No,
No.
I just the way you were like, I'm taking notes. You know, the way you say it, like, I wrote down. I don't know what he could do, and I don't know if they know either.
I didn't say that.
No, but that's what I think.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She points over to Ben. You have a really good memory, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
One of the
good,
best.
Good.
Another thing we wanted more, if you knew any information on, were the Planeswalkers, the organization he works for. Mostly we're confused on why the kingdom would task the Planeswalkers with watching land in our country.
Because they found the portal.
Oh, okay.
So wait,
People cross the country borders all the time. No one's
yeah, I know.
restricted from coming and going. I mean, didn't you all walk across a bridge from Eintris into our country, free will,
Yeah,
without
it's a
being stopped by
long-
anyone?
Long as fuck. It's a long as fuck bridge.
So wait, I have a question.
Okay,
then.
complain more.
If
Sorry
they
I didn't give you a privileged enough life.
If they discovered the portal, like, how do you know they discovered it? Do they come to
Just
you
say
and then you assign it to them, or like?
I didn't commission a protector for that portal, so I don't know. I don't know how the kingdom does their business. How they
I didn't understand how that
at least as far as I'm aware, we have not had to contact this organization to hire anyone to guard a plane that we didn't feel we had ample resources to guard ourselves.
Wait, I'm
Okay.
confused.
There's also
it was
only
it was
two other
a-
plane portals in our country, and outside of our country, we don't care.
I'm confused. The character Dreyll and maybe the player Noah. Like, I thought this was the kingdom. I thought
No,
they made the rules.
This is the Winterlight Empire. The Dythronian Kingdom is to the south, where King Dythro and his wife
I need to fucking buy a map.
and Pine Time. Do you all not have maps? I mean, you call yourselves adventurers.
So
Standard
well,
adventure etiquette 101 is to buy a map.
Oh, well, yeah, but the problem is that we've always had people like driving
We
us
haven't
places.
bought a map
We've
this
never.
whole time.
Yeah.
Jin says, watching over the egg
Good thing
with
that I
everyone
have a
else. He's
map.
just watching Sticky sit on the egg and goes,
Hey,
"Man, we
Nice.
just haven't bought a map this whole time." Sticky, you're like, "I got a map."
I got a map. I've
We've
had
only
this
gone to
whole
places
time.
that we know of, or there's a cart going there.
yeah, you never realized
No,
that.
I haven't done that.
We've
Or you had
quite
Sticky.
quite literally been railroaded this whole time.
Choo choo.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Any other questions? Take a moment to think
Um,
about them. I don't want you to have to come back.
I have a personal question for you, but
I have
like,
a
I'd like
personal
to-
answer for you.
I go over and I whisper in her ear. I remember like you were saying like you could maybe help me out if I needed to talk to someone.
Mhm.
Is there? Do you know anybody I could maybe go talk to about some things?
She takes that piece of paper that she put to the side and pulls it out, and then like quickly scribbles something down, and then tears off the piece of paper and like sleight of it, like almost unnoticeable by anyone else, like slips it into your hand.
Oh, cool.
He's great. You'll love him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't keep him all to yourself. He could help out everyone. It seems like all of you have a little something going on.
Okay. I'll start and then I'll bring the gang in, and then we'll figure out who's
Yeah,
doing
whether it's
dishes.
group sessions for all of you or individuals for everyone, just do your thing.
Okay, thank you.
I will have you know, just don't call attention to his height.
Okay.
Is he short or tall?
He's a very, very, very short man. shorter than
Okay.
most dwarves.
Okay.
So wait, can I ask one more question about like the whole kingdom stuff? Like,
Oh, by all means.
so like,
This is the Empire.
do you have a map in here I can reference?
I'm sure Aetheria has many maps from different ages and how cities have been built over time and things. There's almanacs and everything out there.
I should just really buy a map. Like, where does the cutoff happen? Like,
What do you mean? What cutoff?
like where
As
does
in, where's
your
our
rule-
country borders? The river that cuts through the
Oh.
land.
Okay.
At least that's the border to the south. The ocean's the
Okay.
border to the north.
So the river is where it stops.
That is the border, yes. Do you remember crossing a giant bridge from one city to
Yeah.
another? That bridge was the borderline.
Oh.
I thought you guys would know
okay.
this because we have a large market presence
I did.
underground under that river.
Drell,
I did know this.
fuck me.
No, thank you. I have a husband.
Drell would not have any concept of that shit. So wait, I have another question then.
Yes, keep asking questions. Get them all out now.
So the fire portal is to the east of here, right? By
Yes.
the Deadwood?
Yes,
And
in the
so
Deadwood.
in the Deadwood, right.
Mhm.
So if that's where the plane portal is,
Mhm.
and like the Dithronian kingdom assigns it, how come you guys have
They don't. There's no. They assign it. It's they found it, so they assigned someone. They commissioned someone.
The kingdom found it.
Yes,
and
there
they're
were
putting someone
there
there.
were kingdom members who were traveling
Oh,
through
I
the
was-
Deadwood for one reason or another, and they found the portal. They reported it back to the kingdom. The kingdom then commissioned the plane riders to their plane walkers to.
So this
send
has
someone out there.
nothing to do with you guys stationing him there.
We didn't station him anywhere
So why is he here again? Why did you
because
kick
he's
him
her
out then?
father, and she was part of our organization, and she's trying to lead to the ascension of a literal phoenix to then take over the mortal plane.
Right, and then Drell references his one note. Collateral. Right.
I guess collateral, but
You
we're not
want to
trying
keep
to
us
trade
out of
him.
the. Is this like when keeping info out of him too? They want to keep us out of the plane of fire. Maybe I'm not good at taking notes.
She goes, no, it's so his job, as he was hired, his mission, his quest. He's not from the kingdom either. He's from the Planewalkers. They're a separate organization, a covert organization. They were hired to send somebody to that portal to protect it from any malicious ins and outs.
Hired by the kingdom.
The kingdom contacted the Planewalkers, yes. They found the portal first, even though it was in our country.
So we just have him because of guilty by association.
No, he's not
Yeah?
guilty of anything. That's why he's being treated really
That's-
well.
That's what I mean. So like we just have him because of his daughter.
I guess if you want to add a collective we as if you did something, yes.
Well, we're involved. Sorry.
You are now.
Fucking owned. Fucking owned.
Okay. Do you guys have any other questions? I think I'm caught up now. Like,
Where can I get spell scrolls for cheap?
At this same place you got all that fancy dark clothing, probably. Also, it wouldn't be cheap. Spell scrolls are never cheap, no matter where you go.
Damn it.
Hey, the family business has to make money.
I know.
And even if it's my money, it goes back into the circulation.
Right. And yeah, that's what keeps the economy afloat. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I understand. Okay. Ben, do you have any questions?
Just if we would be able to contact the Planewalkers.
I've never contacted them myself.
I don't know if it would be possible or something
I'm sure
advantageous to do.
I'm
is-
sure it is possible. I'm not the one to know how to do it. I
Well,
mean, you could
the
send
The
out
reason being-
word and then hope that it finds its way there. I don't have like a connection with the Planewalkers. I mean, you'd have to ask him how to contact his organization. That's something we could probably ask him too, but
The reason being is because there's magic that he used to bind
Mhm.
the Phoenix. He mentioned it being broken.
well,
or
from
fading away.
our understanding, the breaking will only occur if she reaches godhood. Deification over humanoid magics, mortal magics. Mortal magics can bind a mythical creature, but as soon as that mythical creature ascends to godhood, we don't have the means, nor do I believe he has the means to bind a being that is a god. If god binding magic was so freely accessible, then I feel like that would be more of an issue in the world.
And so are we in the plane of fire? Like, what is our plan, Valxis? Is it reconnaissance? Or...
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I
From what I understand,
then-
you all came back here to say that you were going to handle it.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna try.
Mm.
No, you can't say try. at
So
the
what's your
end
means
that
of
thought.
handling it? Because I already told you if you're about to go up against an entire army to back away.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you can seek out and take down Nestra and or Visa, really, or sabotage their little religion.
Wants to take down a god?
See, I think that's the key here, Valxis, and I think we need to find whoever the, well, the spreaders of the religion are, or whoever, like, the main communication is
Technically, that would
coming
be
from.
us.
So true.
Technically, that would be us a little bit due to our actions in Pi and Tai.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't expect us to be able to take down a Phoenix.
We don't believe everyone who's with her is like part of this religion, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you fought some of her people. Do they all seem like religious zealots to you?
No, they just kind of seemed a little lost, looking for hope.
The people who were selling the kids?
Oh, not those people. Sorry, I was thinking about Umrig.
You fought the man you're seeking to save?
Honestly, no, I zoned out. My bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I guess I would.
I
my
mean, you
plan
guys
was
are looking for spell
figure out where
scrolls
they're
already,
at.
correct?
Looking for spell scrolls?
Yeah, you just said you were seeking out spell scrolls?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if you don't want to if you don't want to go out to the Deadwood, then enter in through that portal just in case you're concerned that that's how they've been getting in and out, which I don't know how they would.
I don't think.
But if
it
that
is,
was the
though.
case, you could just seek out a plane shifting scroll and go from wherever you want. Just know that you then have to travel that distance in the elemental plane of fire to get to wherever they are, if that's where they are.
Oh, so we need 2 maps.
You're going to have to communicate. We don't have a map of the elemental plane of fire. I'm very sorry. I can't give you that sort of thing. I don't even know where you could buy that sort of thing. I don't know about any elemental plane of fire cartographers. But nonetheless, you're going to most likely have to communicate with the denizens of the elemental plane of fire, those who are willing to communicate with you, either through
like the
violent
stone.
means. What sending
Like
stone?
what?
Oh shit.
What sending stone?
Oh my god, they don't know.
We've had this sending stone. I guess I take out the
Yo.
sending stone.
Wait, what?
What have you done?
Apparently they
Did
didn't
we
know
get it
about
back from
this.
him?
Yes.
Go drop in. Drop
Dreyll,
in, bro.
Jin,
You're-
and Kelo
you're
got
dropping
it from Clockwork.
I bust the door down and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Drop in, bro. No
Kelo,
down.
wait,
Send it.
I will actually allow Kelo to show up if Kelo got bored
No.
watching the egg with everyone else.
No, I'm not
Okay.
watching the egg. I'm eating weird fried
said he's
things.
street
Yeah,
food.
oh yeah, you're on
in
the
the
streets.
street.
You're out on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelo, you know what? We'll take a break before this
Deep
sending stone
fried
thing.
butter for Kelo.
Kelo, Kelo, we've done fried PB&Js. You've obviously had all sorts of pizza. What kind of street food are you hungry for? What kind of food do you want to create in this universe?
I don't know what's made of egg that I could like walk in with when I get back.
Made of egg or has egg in it?
Mhm.
Egg tarts.
No, looks like an egg.
Ooh.
You know, kind of that shape, or just made of egg. That would work.
I mean,
Cadbury egg.
listen, there's a
Monster.
there's a whole kiosk out in the street that's just quick frying eggs. Hottest wok you can find, and they're just like
egg.
frying and mixing up eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to them.
Okay. And you just he's got a wok, he's like moving around, just huge batch of eggs. He just keeps cracking more in and then tossing them. What can I get for you? What kind? I got all sorts of toppings. We got cheeses, we got seasonings, hot sauce, if that's your speed.
Sure. Give
All of
me the works. The works.
But man, and he just starts like scallions, all sorts of just dumping a bunch of things, garlic in this wok, and it's just tossing around. And he pulls out a special bowl that has like the insignia of a cracked egg on it, which is also what's like the brand on his kiosk. And he goes, "Those who get to works, they get special bowls. It's like a souvenir." And he just hands it off to you. it's this bowl of just like fried scrambled eggs with
I'm
chopsticks,
just mesmerized by it. It's beautiful.
steaming, golden.
How much you want? How much is this?
If you look right there, he points to the side, and you see like a sign of the different types of eggs. He goes, "That will be 1 silver."
I'll just be cheeky and give him a gold. Just walk away.
Thank you kindly. And he puts it away.
And I'll head back
Okay.
with my bowl of eggs.
You get back to the tower, you walk in, they're all like slowly, they're all just like kind of leaning in a little bit, staring at the egg.
Mary's surrounding it with flowers.
Yeah, they look like they're performing
The
some sort of cult
unclaimed-
ritual.
The unclaimed flower crowns that nobody else wants.
Yeah, they look like Jin's just kind of sitting there staring, Sticky's sitting on top of it, like trying to incubate it, and Mary's like slowly dropping flowers. Aphelion seems to be meditating, like next to it, like crisscross, eyes closed, and you just walk in on this scene of like almost like dancing around a bonfire, but dropping petals, Mary dropping petals around.
I wonder if you
the
can
egg.
talk to it.
Hey, egg, what's your name?
I mean, if you could somebody could probably try and talk to it. Where is Bamboozle?
Wait, I think. Hold on.
I don't know if we should have Bamboozle talk.
I have message. I don't know if that means they can respond.
Usually, spells and telepathy require the creature to be able to speak and understand language,
A language.
which
yeah.
a fetus in an egg probably does not.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jin is just thinking aloud. It'd just be so easy if we could just talk to it and know what it is.
You guys see Kelo come in wearing his new jorts, looking like John
Oh,
Cena,
God.
carrying a bowl of fried, like there's a big bowl of fried scrambled eggs with chopsticks. He's eaten about half the bowl at this point.
How
I'm
much
gonna-
fucking protein do you need, Kelo? What the fuck?
I'm a big dude. I gotta maintain, you know.
He's back.
You need to get
I'm
some
gonna-
fiber, man. You're gonna push out a brick of shit.
Oh my god!
I'll be fine. I'll be
I'm
fine.
gonna lean down while I'm on top of the egg, and like, if it had eyes, I'd like cover it,
Uh huh.
cover its fake eyes, and then just kind of like be like,
What? Don't eat that in front of the egg. It's
You
rude.
guys want some? It's got
Yeah,
like
I'll take one.
everything in it. It's so good.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I'll take a. Let me just get a chopstick full, please.
Mary
All right,
hides.
I
I
haven't
would
touched
say
this
it's
part
I
of
would
it
say
either.
it's
Yeah.
hitting about sunset at this point. Back inside the office. I need Noah to come back because the sending stone thing is happening. I'll wait for Noah to
He
come
fled.
back.
He fled.
So then you guys are
You
still
want to-
doing the eggs. Jin comes
Yeah.
over, starts grabbing some. Jin, best eggs you ever had. There's nothing like
These are really
street
good.
food sometimes, man. Like,
Yeah,
How are they-
this is nice.
may not be
After a
bougie,
good
but it's
day
pretty
of
good.
interrogating, this is a good meal.
They're
Yeah,
the best.
do outside.
What,
mate.
Cass?
It's pretty good.
They're the best that Jin's ever tasted. How are they for Mary?
Mary grabs a bite too.
Yeah.
Down on the Khalil coastland, they pride themselves on some of the food they can make on the coast, and
I know what you're going with right now. You're such a fucker.
who, me?
No.
Wait, what's Cass doing? I don't know.
Cass, she's like, it's the best Jin's had, but what about my area?
Yeah, the Khalil coastland is
Right,
better food.
right.
It's really
Yeah.
good, Cass. Not the best you've had though. There's this mom and pop shop that exists down on the
Gordon
coastland that
Ramsay's
you
in my
go
town.
to. Like
Yeah.
they do eggs and ramen, and like
Yeah.
Holy.
it's
Ramen
like
cannon.
a staple of your childhood. Nothing can beat that. But they're
Man,
good.
this is pretty good. She's like still hiding it from the egg. Just
Yeah. Okay, back in the office, Drell pulls out the sending stone in front of his mother, Valxis, and Ben, and she's just like eyes daggers at Drell right now. Who does that sending stone go to?
Oh,
I don't actually know his name. It's someone to do with like the to Nestra, like her secretary or something.
You've had a sending stone this whole time that
No,
can
not this whole
communicate with someone
time.
in her organization?
No, not this whole time. We gave it to the clockwork dude, Demetrius.
Oh, damn.
oof,
then,
what a way to answer that.
She lifts
what
up her
a
head
way to
and
answer
she
that.
goes, "You had this, knew what it was, and gave it away to another part of this organization that's not even involved in any of this? Do you even know who he is? What he does?"
I think he does something with robots, and I know he has something to do with Sticky because he gave us something for Sticky. That's all I got.
What did he give you to give to Sticky?
I don't know. I couldn't open it. It was a scroll.
We don't have it. You guys, I mean,
How long
I
ago
don't
did
know
he
that.
give you
I don't know
something to give to her?
I don't know. Yesterday.
Huh?
Yesterday. I don't know.
It's been like 2 to 3 days. It's been 3 days. It was before.
Yeah,
It was
I was-
before Valxis.
In like 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, "And you haven't given it to her?"
I'm pretty sure I did. No, Kelo
No.
has it.
you have not. Nobody has. Nobody's
Kelo
even
has it.
And he didn't give it to her?
No, I don't
I-
know. You're gonna have to ask him.
We'll get back to the sending stone thing in a second. And she closes her eyes, and you see just like a flash of purple, and her eyelids are now glowing purple. And she just like whispers under her hand, and then her eyes dull. And she sits there with her eyes closed before like slowly turning her head and then shaking it off and opening her eyes. And she goes, "Whatever he was going to give her will be fine. It's not problematic. But you gave him a sending stone to communicate with her people?"
I mean, it's not her people. It's like a secretary guy. Like he. Like,
That's
look,
good.
What
you
do
wanna
you
talk-
think a secretary for her is, if not her
Well,
people?
He told me it can't go between planes, so it has to be somewhere on this plane.
So you've had the ability to locate exactly where they're located on this plane at any given time, and you gave that away?
What do you mean? How could you do that?
Through the resources we have at our disposal. You could have told us about this the first time you guys were here. When
like
did you give him
lunge
the
over
stone?
the desk and strangle Drell.
When did you give him the stone?
Oh shit.
The first time we were here.
Yeah.
Months ago?
Yeah.
When you said you weren't going to be involved in all of this and had told me everything you had done and known up to that point?
Yeah.
And you all knew about this?
Um,
And she's now staring Valxis in the eyes.
So
like, this
he
isn't a me
stole
question.
our items. And he was like, I'll give them back to you unless you don't want anything. And we were like, well, that stone's kind of creepy, so you can keep it.
That did
I think it was
happen.
just a moment of bad judgment.
Oh,
he
he's
not
Right,
been able to
Valxis?
communicate with
Bad
them for
judgment,
months.
Valxis.
Yes, I know what he did to you all because he stole from my house.
That's fair.
His doppelgangers have been more than reprimanded. But months, months this stone has been in someone else's hands and had the means to stop all of this. Do you know that if we had this stone months ago, we could have hunted her down and taken her out before things got this far?
No, I didn't know you could do anything.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could track through a sending stone.
There's another stone. You know its existence.
I don't know.
Valxis, you have an education in the use of magics that goes so extensive. And you, and points at Ben, you spent so many decades in that library studying everything to do with anything, and you guys didn't think for a second that a sending stone that has a pair couldn't be located when it's owned in this plane by a malicious entity?
I love that she's not upset with Dreyll.
I love
that I played it so well.
I didn't think about that.
Come here.
That stone's never in my possession.
Oh, she's gonna beat you!
I get up and I
She's gonna beat you in front of your friends.
Lean down.
She's gonna beat you in front of your
She
friends.
flicks you on the forehead real hard.
Oh, no.
She adds a little cantrip of a firebolt to it, which you're resistant to. It doesn't actually do damage, but she just flicks you on the head really hard with a magical burst. Well, now you know how to use that sending stone.
Now I know how to use the sending stone.
If you can still contact whoever's on the other side in this plane, then you can track down where they are.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, Dreyll. It's so cool.
What?
Are you telling me that no one amongst your group have the capacity to locate something?
Maybe Aphelion does, but I don't know.
Aphelion definitely does. Aphelion definitely does.
100% he does.
Maybe Aphelion, but who knows?
It's crazy these conversations keep happening during sessions where he's not here.
Yeah, and then we forget about it.
No, but he did specifically buy gems for this purpose last session.
Yeah.
So it'll be done no matter
Granted,
what.
you guys were going to locate the portal with it.
But now we have maybe a better option.
Crazy, my big mouth actually got us somewhere.
That's a way to look at it, yeah.
W-Man!
These up! These up!
I did title one of the sessions because, like I said earlier, I went back and named all the sessions and put thumbnails and stuff. One of them is called V's Up.
Hell yeah.
Hey, 2 V's make a W.
W.
Hey.
That's fucking great.
That's so fucking hilarious.
And she says in a very angry tone, "Is there anything else you need from me?" I'm leaving tomorrow morning, so you better get it out of the way now.
Oh, is there any news on my sword?
Like reaches for like a folder in one of her drawers and pulls it out. Okay. The Arcanists we've given it to reported in about an hour ago, saying that it has necromantic magics, that they've never seen anything like it. They've never seen something like identical. It's not like a repeated artifact. We told them the origin could be related to a lich. They said it made a lot of sense. That they attempted attunement and it didn't seem to work for them. But other than that, it's a useful blade to those who can wield it, and they'll have it returned to the library tomorrow morning.
Ben just nods.
Anything else? Have you used that sending stone today?
No, I don't think so.
No. I give it to her.
She takes it
Done.
and goes, step out of
Done.
the room for a brief moment.
Can I stay here,
No,
please?
no.
Can I have it back then?
Not until you
No.
step out of the room for a brief moment.
Then I'm staying in the room. That's not how this works.
I'm gonna.
You don't think I'm gonna give you the stone back?
Drell.
No, I believe you'll give me the stone back, but I want to know
I'm
what
just
you're
gonna.
gonna
I'm
say.
gonna put my hand on Drell and be like, please.
No, he can stay in the room. He can stay in the room.
Yeah, Drell.
No, you can. He can stay in the room. That's fine. The two of you, if you don't mind stepping out for a moment.
I leave the room.
I'll
Then
leave.
you step out of the room. Okay.
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Drell.
I bet. I win these.
I knew it.
13. You fail, and
Yeah, I figured.
for the next minute you're deaf. And she just holds the stone in her hand.
Nice.
She whispers something at you, but doesn't activate the stone yet. And you like lean in to go like, "What did you say?" And
What are you saying? I can't hear. Hello? And I go into my bag of holding. I go into my bag of holding, and oh shit! Hold on, I got this. I take out an empty bottle from like a healing potion because I definitely have one of those, right?
okay.
And I'm freaking out because I can't hear anything, and I don't know if it's like just the room, her, or what. So I take the glass bottle and I smash it on the ground. Do I hear the sound?
No.
Oh my god! I freaked the fuck out.
You see her tap the top of the stone, and then while you still can't hear, she holds it out to you.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
You two on the other side of the room, you hear like very quiet, muffled her voice, but you can't discern what the words are. But you just hear Drell like, "What? What's going on?" and like start freaking out. You hear glass shatter.
Oh no.
Like, I look at Ben, my eyes go wide. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Ben shrugs.
She hold on, one sec.
That's pretty good.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw now.
Me?
Yes.
I win these. Oh my god!
Sure
Oh
about
my
that.
god! Holy shit!
Okay. You feel like she cast another spell on you, but you fight it in your panic, and she just goes. You just see her like make the face of like, and then the minute is up, and suddenly she's like, "Drell." You hear, "Drell, Drell, Drell."
Oh, holy shit!
Yes.
What did
Take
you
the
do?
stone back. I did nothing.
He very cautiously takes the stone from her hand. In the second he grabs it, he like,
She lets it go.
and he puts it. Yeah, and he puts it back in the bag of holding.
You gonna clean up your mess, or am I gonna have to clean it up?
I'm sorry. And Drell will take
You
out.
can
like,
come back in.
Drell will take out a. Is there like a broom? Can it just be like a fucking broom?
Do you have a broom? You don't have a broom.
Fuck.
You have your quarterstaff. You could try to move all the
I
pieces together
don't.
with a
I
stick.
don't have my
Oh,
quarter
you got rid of
I
it?
lost it in the fucking wind dimension, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you have nothing. I mean, unless you can think of something in your inventory. But you guys see Drell kneel down in front of just a pile of glass,
I take out a dagger and I kind of start like piling
scraping
it.
it. Yeah.
together.
You guys open the door and step back into him scraping glass into a pile.
and I very cautiously start like picking it up and putting it into the bag of holding.
Okay, there's just gonna be shards of glass in the bag of holding. That's fine. Add that to your inventory.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you have to, just add another item and then change its name through the custom notes.
Homie goes, add shards of glass to your inventory. Say less.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
No, go for it. You guys watch him. You guys walk back into the room with him scraping up shards of glass on the floor.
Okay.
No, everything went smoothly, perfectly fine. He had a little bit of an anxiety attack. He didn't like being in the room alone with me, so it's okay.
Is that what we're gonna call it?
Oh, what?
Okay.
I don't think I have any more questions.
Good.
I don't think.
Sometimes you do.
That was a
I'm
good
gonna
joke.
act like I didn't hear that. And I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk out this door. I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
Love you, Mom. Have a great day.
Love you too. Don't die.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
I'm not.
I love each of you less in descending order.
What? Wait, who's the last?
Yeah, who's last?
It was in descending order of who said it, which was Drell last.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Drell, you step out of the room. You still have that piece of paper that she wrote something down and tore off for you.
Yeah, can I read it?
Yeah, it says West Wing Dr. Enroob. Like
Wait,
capital
what-
N apostrophe ROOB.
What's West Wing? Let I say that out loud.
The western side of the castle.
Oh, like in here.
But
Yeah.
Tilra, you guys are still in like the library, and she goes, "We could have someone escort you to the West Wing if need be. What are you going to the
That'd
West
be-
Wing for?"
It's private.
Oh. I got it. And she like summons like a little, you just see like a little fluttering ball of light that's just like shaking.
West Wing.
And it is like, it just like moves slightly ahead of you and stops when it gets about 6 feet in front of you.
Where did I follow?
Okay. Every step you take, it moves that distance away from you out of the room.
Okay, yeah. I
Okay.
continue to
Are
follow
you
it.
two going with him?
Bye, guys.
Do you want us to come with you?
That's your thing. I mean, I
I
don't
need to
mind
go
doing
get
this
spell
alone. I gotta. This is like a me thing. If you
Okay.
guys
I gotta
got
go
any
get spells.
business,
So you guys
or-
separate. Drell, you follow. Ben, are you going with Voxus to buy spell scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay. So you two go to get spell scrolls. Drell, you follow this little ball of light around the keep to the west wing before it stops in front of a wooden door that has a golden plaque that says the same name, Dr. Enroob, on it.
Enrobe, okay. Oh shit, this is a trick question. Oh, do I open it up or do I knock? Oh shit. I guess I'll knock.
Okay. There's like a brief moment before you hear 1 second,
Oh god.
and then
No.
a getting closer and closer to the door before it opens, and you're looking ahead and realize there's no one there. And as you look down, there is a 3.5 foot tall frogman, a grung.
A frogman.
Yeah,
Very
who's
cool.
who's wearing a like a purple like button up shirt with a little tie or a little bow tie and glasses that are making his already big eyes massive.
All right, well, I need to make a new best friend. Fuck.
Yeah, no shit. He's gonna be my best
And
friend.
he holds out a hand that looks like it's like a toad hand, and he just holds it out. It looks like shiny, like it's a little wet.
Yeah, I'll shake it.
It's a squishy hand, And you shake it, and he goes,
cool.
"Nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Enrube. How can I help you today?"
Oh, it's Enrube? Okay, sorry. I was reading it as Enrobe.
No, it's Enrube. I don't wear robes. That's for my other job.
What's your other job?
Don't ask questions. Unless
okay,
we're in a
sorry.
session. That's different.
Got it. Well, I was talking to Valxis's mom, and
Liliana, yes.
Yeah, Liliana. She's very nice and helpful.
She's wonderful.
Can I like come in and shut the door? You think, or
Are you penciling yourself in for a session right now?
oh, is that okay?
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna check my calendar, and you see him like hop over to a desk, and he pulls out like he's got one of those desk calendars that covers the whole desk, and he just like lifts it up and flips a page.
Oh my god, I'm in love with him.
And he puts it back down, and he goes, "Yeah, no, I think I can do right now. I got a few hours. I'm free." And he puts the calendar back down, and he goes, "Come in, shut the door."
Dreyll does just that. He shuts the door
And he goes,
comes in.
I got lots of options. We got a chair, we got a couch, we got a beanbag.
Do you happen to have like a stool?
Like the mushroom guy?
No, not like the mushroom guy. Like...
Yes. And he goes behind the desk and just like he has to like pull the whole thing with his body. He's like pulling a stool out from behind the desk and pushes it in front of the desk, and he goes, "Now, is there somewhere you feel like it'd be comfortable that I sit? I don't want to be in a position of power behind the desk if that's something you don't want."
I don't know. You can sit anywhere, and if it doesn't work, I can tell you otherwise.
He pulls out a notepad and starts writing, and he says out loud, like, "Comfortable with me sitting anywhere." Okay, that's new.
Okay.
If you don't put this fucker in your pocket and bring him to me, I'm gonna scream.
Oh my god.
His skin's poisonous.
Oh my god. So I guess what brought me in today.
Hold on, one second. I gotta
sorry.
do something real quick. 1 second. Let me just I just want to set the tone in here so you really feel at peace.
Oh, okay, sure.
He like walks over to a little like music box and crank like just like you see him wave his hand over, and there's just like a magical like ding 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 before it just tones fill the room. And he's like, "Okay, so I'll sit down on my desk if you said that's okay."
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah.
That's fine.
And he just sits there and he goes, "Now, how can I help you? What's going on, man?" What's your name, by the way? I don't think. Do we say? I introduced.
Yeah.
Dreyll.
Dreyll. Yeah.
Dreyll. Okay. And he writes that down. And he goes, "That's spelled. How's that spelled?"
Dryle.
Okay. Dryle.
I don't know how my name's actually spelled in character.
Are you saying that out of character to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But he took you. He seems very serious that that's how you spell your name. He's like, "Okay, yeah, Dreyll. Talk to me, man. What's going on?"
Talk to me, man. What's going on in this thing?
I don't even know where to start, really. I mean, like, there's just been a lot happening. I guess what the main thing is I just have like this weird anger, this weird rage, you know? And it just keeps coming up, and when it comes up, I can't really control myself in any way. I don't have a way to calm down, you know? I was hoping, like, I don't know, maybe you could help me out with that or something.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want it to be known, you're not the only one who has to deal with rage. Okay? Everyone's got some anger problems every once in a while.
I love
You're
this
just,
guy.
you're working through it. It's okay.
I love him
Hey,
so much.
First part of solving a problem, identifying you got one. And you've already done that.
Oh my
And
God.
you're here. And that's a big step. Not
Oh my
everyone
God.
makes it here. Okay? So you're doing great. Now, what would you say normally triggers this rage?
Usually like seeing like a friend or someone die. Or like get really, really hurt.
And does that happen often?
Maybe more often than you might expect.
Well, in the line of work that his family involves themselves in, sometimes that happens a lot more than you think.
That's fair. I mean, I guess not too often, but when it happens, it's like uncontrollable, you know?
Okay. And have you been the one to hurt your own friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tough, man. That's tough. That, no one wants to hurt their friends unless they're into that sort of thing. But
Oh. Yeah.
it was a joke. I was joking.
Of course.
Yeah.
There was this statue that like came up from like a bean I planted, and they kept talking so much like
Statue from a bean.
mean, horrid shit, and I will not clarify anything about the statue. I'll just keep going.
Okay. Yeah.
It just kept spewing mean, horrible shit about how bad of a person I was and how I needed to die for the things I did, and it just kind of stuck with me a little too much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One of my teammates, my party members, my people, they heard it and they kind of got scared, and I don't know if everything's kind of good with them or not.
Yeah, tell me about this friend. Who's this friend?
Well, they're a new friend. Their name's Sticky.
Okay.
Yeah, we rescued them from like a prison in the Underdark. It was pretty radical, you know. And then like
hey, real quick.
we blew.
You can't be a bad
up?
person if you're rescuing friends from like problems, you know? Like that's a good person thing to do. Yeah, that statue may have said mean things to you, said you should die, and that's. But everyone has bullies, you know. I get bullied all the time.
You think he was just a bully?
I guess. I mean, you just said yourself that you saved someone's life. So how's that make you a bad person? You saved a friend. Isn't that what a good person would do?
I think you're right, but like, I mean, you've only just met me. You don't know everything I've done, where I've come from. Like,
yeah, well, a bad person wouldn't be going to see me to try to fix their problems that cause them to hurt their friends.
I get that. I mean, I might look like this now, but this wasn't always me, you know?
Like physically?
Yeah, physically.
Like you were skinnier, smaller?
No, I was an orc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made a deal with the dragon like 3 months ago, and all my friends got cool dragon powers, and I got turned into a dragon. It was so cool.
You sound like you don't think that was that cool. Do you not like being a dragon?
At the time, I really didn't like being a dragon, but now it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. You know, it's given me a fresh look on life.
It's not really in disguise. Or
I don't really.
Man.
I'm kind. What do you mean?
As in, how could it really be in disguise if like it's like right there, it's in front of everyone?
Oh, like I'm. Yeah, I guess I am kind of like, I guess a little flamboyant. I don't know.
No, I just mean the fact that if you were an orc before, now you're this big blue gemmed dragonborn guy. That's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, go on.
There was posters of me put up in towns asking for me to be hunted and turned in for a reward for what I've done.
Okay. So, is there something that like... I mean, were you always this angry? Did you always have this problem with being angry and losing control, or was this like a new thing, or did it have like a defining moment in which this changed for you?
No, there's definitely a defining moment, and I kind of explained the whole Battle Forge range incident.
Oh, I've talked to many people who've left the range. A hard place to live.
It is, you know, and you know, when I was leaving, trying to get away, there was an Aarakocra boy who was also scared, trying to leave and run away.
Yeah.
You know, I just got one split look at him, and I realized that we weren't really so different after all, and we were all kind of cut from the same cloth, kind of, and it's just where we get put. And
very mature realization.
Well, the second after that, one of my generals, my commander, he chased after me and slaughtered him. And that's when I lost control and I beat him to death. And when I came to, I was just over a river. I didn't really have any idea where I was. My hands were just bloodied and sore and bruised, and it's kind of when I kept walking, and I eventually stumbled upon Yolheim, and
Okay, so you sought joy to try to satiate the anger.
Yeah.
How did it feel when that joy was gone? When Yol was gone? Because I mean, I know about, when a god disappears, there's a lot of people who come to see me. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, I try to be there for everyone, and it seems like this was your saving grace, and now it's gone.
Yeah, you could say that. He's visibly uncomfortable. He's not making eye contact.
Why don't you, that stool looks like it might not be. Why don't you take a lie down on the couch? We can try something.
All right. Sure.
Okay.
And Dreyll will go over to the couch and I guess lay down.
He hops over and then sits on the stool that you were just sitting on. And he goes, okay, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think about the joy that Yol used to bring to you. I want you to think about finding your purpose in him. And I want you to think about what that made you feel like. That feeling. Clinch that feeling for me.
Dreyll closes his eyes and he starts thinking about it.
Okay.
And when he thinks about it, he thinks back to back in Yolheim, probably around one of the bonfires that we were having, just some fucking shindig we were throwing just to have fun. And, back before Yol died and, the Brotherhood and all that shit happened and all this crazy shit, kind of gets lost in it and just enjoying that moment.
You hear him talking to you and talking you through this meditation and you closing your eyes. And slowly, instead of just thinking about being around one of those bonfires, you fall into a trance where you feel like you're actually there. And you start to lose sense of his words. Initially, they echo around the room, around the space, before they slowly fade away. And you don't hear him anymore. But that's not weird because you're around the bonfire right now with other members of the church and other people from Yolheim.
I like to think...
Go ahead.
Oh, when he comes to... they're all dancing, holding hands, kind of like circling the fire.
Yeah.
And he's an orc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you see them all dancing around the fire, and you're sitting on like a tree stump that is like rolled up next to the fire, and you're sitting there and you're watching them dance around. And then as they're dancing around the fire in the middle of the night, as each person is crossing the fire from the far side, you start seeing, you swear you see, sitting across from you, across the fire, behind the people dancing in circles around, the jester mask of Yol. The smiling face on the mask. And it turns its head, and initially you try to shake it off because there's no way Yol's sitting in front of you. He's a god. He's a god. During this time you feel like, there was no death. You're home with people who worship the god of joy, and you're feeling that joy. And that him sitting across from you, man, what a blessing that the god of joy would come down and visit you all in this moment of pure happiness. And you hear the laughter that you used to hear in your head, the nice laughter, the good laughter.
Oh, good.
Dreyll. And you see the mask turning side to side.
Oh, he's never heard y'all.
Dreyll, come on over. It's been so long since I've seen you.
Is this real?
Of course it's real. Why wouldn't it be? Don't you love being home?
I thought this was over.
No, must have just been a bad dream. I can't make those go away. What I can do is be a blessing of joy upon your waking hours. And you see the figure stand up. The people still dancing around the fire, they're not acknowledging him. They're just dancing and laughing and singing around the fire. And he gets up and you hear a little jingle in his boots. He's got a little bell on his boots as he steps around the people, and you see him just dancing himself over to your side of the fire, pulling up another log and sitting across from you, crossing one leg, holding his hands in his lap. Dreyll, what has you so down?
Dreyll will look at his hands. Are they clean?
Or cans, clean or cans.
Kind of starts crying a little bit.
Oh, Dreyll. And he reaches a hand forward and like grabs your face and wipes away a tear. You're not wearing the mask in this moment.
Oh.
But he wipes away a tear and lifts up your face. Dreyll, I'm always here. I'm never going away. And you'll always have that joy one way or another. Whether I decide that I want to put the blame on you or otherwise.
What?
What? Did I say something wrong? Don't you remember? Sitting before Baroxis as I now know him.
I feel like at this point the room kind of shrinks and Dreyll gets very small.
Oh, it does. You look around, like in this moment, you look around and now the bonfire's gone. And it's just you two sitting on stumps in front of each other. And he's holding your face. And he goes, Dreyll, did you think it was so easy to get rid of me? And the face, the masked face, turns into a frown.
This isn't real. This is a dream.
No, it's not real, but it's also not fake. Everything I do with purpose. And you see that now, like, just a black ichor is coming out of the holes in the mask, the mouth and the eyes. And the jester clothing he wears, which is normally vibrant, reds and purples and greens and blues, is all faded, grayed, almost ashen.
Can I find my mask?
You look down, and you're back to being a dragonborn. And your fanny pack is attached to you. You commissioned a new mask. And you have your old one.
I take out my old mask.
Okay, you reach into your fanny pack and you pull out your old mask. And the old mask, you point at you like looking at it. You see that smiley face with the fangs, or like that fanged face that normally sits below yours before the mouth on it starts to up and down.
I drop it.
You drop it to the ground and you look up and Yol is now the size of a skyscraper. And it's just that mask, but that mask with the black ichor pooling out of it. And he goes, You can never be rid of me, Dreyll. Do you want control back?
It would bring me joy, you know it.
I can give you control.
Fucker knows it'd make me really joyful.
Harness it. I may not be a god anymore, but I can give you power to make you so happy.
So let me ask you something, Yol.
The head snaps to the side.
Where are we now? Where is this?
You're on a couch in front of a therapist. I thought it a good time as any to reach out and give you everything you want.
We'll go to the range together. Kill them all if that's what you want. Stop the war.
So what? You lost joy for everybody and now it's just for me?
There are others who still seek my cold embrace. But this time, after you make the choice once, it's less of a choice going forward.
You see this giant version of him reaches a hand down and it becomes small to where it could shake your hand.
Just make the deal, Dreyll, and control will be yours. You can protect them all. Sticky, Mary, Alxis, Ben, Kelo, Jin, Aphelion. With the entire fabric of the being that you wanted to die.
I shake his hand.
As soon as you shake his hand, you feel just like the compulsion to laugh along with him. Just as it all fades to darkness. And you are back. You like open your eyes. And then that joy just stays forever. You know?
Dude, the ship is crazy.
How you doing, man? You feel better? You feel good?
Dreyll will look down at his hands.
You look down at your hands. Are you like open palms?
Yeah, and I'll make a fist, you know, like
before you
sure
ball
I'm
your
still
hands
here.
up into a fist. In the palm of your right hand is what looks like an engraving of a jester mask. Doesn't hurt. Just there in black. Just an engraving of a jester mask on the hand that you shook with.
I'll make a fist out of that hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn to
Enrube. Yeah.
Enrube, sorry. Been a long time, that
Yeah.
dream. I'll turn to Enrube. I'll go, yeah, definitely brought me back to somewhere nice.
Good. I'm glad I was able to help. This is only the first session, okay? You know, we can have many more. If any of your friends even want them to be in here with you, as little like buddies for you, you know. I can help out. You know, I'm here to help. You know, we're friends now. We're buddies, okay? And I'm here to be there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreyll says yeah, and he kind of gives him like 1,000-yard stare.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, it's a long journey. It's gonna take some steps. Can't just get it all solved after one session.
Yeah. Dreyll will go to stand up and I guess leave. Before I go, do I need to make an appointment with you again, or just
I mean,
showing up
do you know?
acceptable?
He turns on, picks up the giant calendar again. Do you know what that next day that's good for you is? Cause like I got a lot of free time, but you know, I know that people who are part of the family, they go on missions. So like, do you know?
Yeah.
When you'll be back, or?
I don't know right now. Maybe I'll just stop by when I'm back.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
If you have free time,
If I
and
got
it
time,
works,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, first one's on the house.
I'll tip him I'll tip him a gold.
Yeah, first one on the house. I don't need it. I'm hired on retainer for members of the family.
This was just a thank you. This was very nice.
Okay. He grabs it. He's like thick, ringed like fingertips.
Yeah.
And he just picks it up and fingers them and just pockets it. Thank you very much. I'm glad I was able to help. You have a wonderful day now. Let it be filled with joy.
Yeah, you too. And Dreyll will leave.
You
and,
open the door, step out into the hallway, and shut the door behind you. The music fading out in the background. That's your session of therapy.
Therapy's hard, bro.
Anyways, spell scroll purchasers. I'm gonna give you guys the break. Cubs, are you asleep?
No.
Oh, looking off in the distance, looked asleep. We're gonna do a break, 12 minutes, 20 past the hour for everyone, and then you guys can figure out what scrolls you specifically want to buy for when we get back from the break.
Sure.
Perfect. Spell
Whatever
scroll
you say,
purchasers.
Dungeon Daddy.
Woohoo! Anyways, see you guys in 12 minutes. Okay, so Dreyll, you leave therapy, and let's go to spell scroll babies. Ben and Valxis, you guys, are you going down to the market again, or the warehouse? Or are you going to like try to buy them officially and legally?
I'm gonna go down. We're gonna go
Okay.
downstairs.
So you guys go to that same entrance down into the warehouse, and that same Duergar foreman who like runs the warehouse is down there, and he goes, "Hi, welcome back, everyone. Well, two of you. What can I do for you? Do you need more armor? Do you want the rings now? I have the rings.
I need spell scrolls.
We have the rings.
Spell scrolls. Okay. Spell
Rings.
scrolls.
Rings of fire resist. We don't need them. We have potions. We're fine.
Spell scrolls.
Right?
What kind of spell scrolls? We have all kinds of spell scrolls.
So I need a couple counter spells.
Okay.
A couple enhance abilities.
Right.
And then one anti-magic field.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go look through my scroll. Where the scrolls are, I don't have a name for it. I don't know why I tried coming up with anything right then, but...
library?
No, it's not a library. Because we sell things. They're not... You rent books or like check them out of a library. They're not purchased, you know?
Well, then just like a scroll shelf, you know?
But we don't keep them on the shelf. They're kind of in boxes. Maybe scroll closets?
Scroll boxes. Closet, yeah, that's...
Scroll closets. That works. I just need to check what level each of these are.
I think both counterspell and enhance ability are level 3.
Eighth level
And
anti-magic.
8th level anti-magic field, yeah.
Ben does have counterspell, but I think it is good to have other people.
How many counterspells?
I would like 3. How much would that cost?
You said counterspell is 4th level?
3rd level.
3rd level? You only want 3rd level counterspells?
Oh, fuck.
You can buy scrolls of a higher level. And
Fuck!
Then enhance ability is
right.
also 3rd?
I believe so.
Can I put 2 3rd level spell scrolls into an anvil and get a 4th level?
No, but if you were a strong enough wizard, you could probably utilize resources to make them higher level scrolls. Basically the same process,
Yes.
just you don't use an anvil. We add Minecraft universe logic into this.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, enhance ability is only a 2nd level spell. I'm sorry.
Unless, does it have an upcasting version?
No, it doesn't.
At higher levels, when you cast it, it allows you to target an additional creature above 2nd.
Additional creatures.
So, do you want that at a
How
higher
many
level?
of us are there? There's
8.
8. Fuck, there's so many. That'd be a 9th level spell to get one and just get everybody.
Yeah, for an hour.
For an hour, yeah.
I just need to know what you guys are gonna do. You want one anti-magic, correct?
Yeah, one anti-magic.
Okay.
I mean, if he has it, Valxis, well, I think it might be worth it.
A 9th level
Wrong,
enhance
no.
ability?
If it's available.
Or a
Like,
9th
just
level
ima-
counter spell?
I
think the enhance ability would give us more like it would be more bang for our buck, right? Like it would instead of
Right, like if we're planning to, like, something's going to
Yeah.
happen, we know it's going to happen. We
Yeah.
can activate, but you know, I mean, unless someone tries to use like a power word kill on us, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I can also just gamble a counter spell.
Do you want specifically 3rd level counterspells?
That's a good point. There's the base.
3 is the base, yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess that's up to you. Do you want to use it as a gamble, or because you can only do it once, right? Like you can't use it if it fails again. in
Yeah,
the
it's
same
not like
turn.
I have another reaction. No, it would be me, and then if I fail, you would have to.
Or I guess
gamble it.
if you give every, you know, people who don't normally take reactions.
That's true. I could give one, but then they have to gamble with their spellcasting modifier, which is worse than
Oh,
mine.
that's true.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's all risk. I wouldn't trip too much on
How
it.
much is a Okay, because the money thing for me. How much is a 5th level counter spell?
Hold on.
Because I'm really worried about
2,500
the money.
gold.
2,500.
And the anti-magic scroll will be 25,000. It's an 8th level spell
Jesus.
scroll, my guy.
No.
If it wasn't a consumable magic item, it would have been 50,000. But because it's a consumable one-time use, it cuts in half.
You said it's a 25?
Yes, an 8th level spell.
20?
A 9th level is wish. You're getting close to wish level.
Yeah, the numbers are making sense when you break it down like that.
But the enhance ability scroll at 2nd level is 50 gold. A 3rd level counterspell, like base level counterspell, is 250 a pop. But it'd be 2,500 if you go up to 5th level.
We
You're
don't
adding a
need the 9th level if we're not casting it like in active combat.
We can't afford a 9th level.
I mean, yeah. I don't think you guys got 2,500 platinum. I don't know how much she gave you or how much you guys have left after all the stuff you bought. You guys are supposed to track your own money.
You gave me 1,000 platinum.
Yeah, you don't
and
have that.
I have 532 left.
Yeah. So that's what?
Fuck.
5,320 gold? You get 2 5th level counter spells and then the enhance ability.
The 9th level enhance?
Oh, the 9th level enhance? You're talking...
No.
No, enhance ability is a 50 gold spell at 2nd level. If you're going up to 9th level, that's going to be...
And that's for one person?
That will target one person, yes.
So if we...
but only for an hour.
Right. If we get 4 at, what is it, 3rd level? That's 8? So that
3rd
would
level,
be like
you're
400
talking...
gold?
No, because you're getting them at 3rd level.
Doubles?
You're increasing a level. Because
Well, it's
increasing
50 at 2.
It's 50 at 2. It's 250 at 3. Because it's equal to a counter spell at 3rd level. Then it'd be 250 times 4, so 1,000.
So, I mean, if we're not going to use it in combat, just give everyone 1, and that's only 200. Or not 200, is it?
50 times 8 is 400.
400.
400 for everyone to have their own, 1,000 for for 4 people to have them and be able to cast them on 2 people per person.
I think just give everyone their own. It's most economic.
I say roll high, don't die.
Well, assuming he has 8 enhance ability scrolls on hand, which I'm going to roll for. I'm just not going to say he has it, but I'm going to roll something and then determine whether or not he has it. But I just want to see what you guys come up with first about how you want to spend that gold before I do the rolls on how much of what he has and then make you readjust.
I think the mid-level counter spells are more important than the enhance ability as like an oh shit spell, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where the enhance ability is just like a bonus to make stuff easier. But I don't think it's going to be like a combat thing, you know?
Enhance ability.
What are you guys going to do? The rest of the party, you guys can meta discuss this too. About how you want it to be done. It doesn't have to just be Cubs and AJ.
Okay.
This is fine. It's shopping. It's how you guys are using the gold you were given. I don't mind if you guys have meta discussion over how you're going to spend it. Because the idea is that you guys would have discussed this before you went scroll shopping. So.
Yeah.
And then maybe I could get
Go for it. Everyone be invested in this conversation.
I could get like heroism. Or what's
like Kelo, are you going to cast enhance ability from a scroll if you get given it at some point to be able to like...
I don't need enhance ability. I have
Probably
a
not.
potion that literally enhances my ability score. So
yeah,
I'm good.
Also, if you guys don't know what enhance ability does, feel free to look it up on D&D Beyond for those of you who may not know exactly what it does and how it'll benefit you. Because I know that like knowledge of every single spell in D&D is not something that everyone has, and I know I don't have it. I have to keep looking up shit you guys use.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. We have 3 martial classes.
Mm-hmm.
A haste would go fucking crazy on Dreyll.
That is true.
Kelo.
That is very true. Haste spells.
We have overlooked an insane amount of damage from our martial classes. Even on Jin, I'll like outpump like a lot of fucking people right now.
All right, Cubby.
Yeah.
Cubby, let's Baldur's Gate min-max this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if we're talking like
You're
enhance ability, haste has to make it up there.
Yeah.
Because like that shit is just nuts.
That is what I want. I want status effects on people that make it better. That's really all I want.
Yeah.
Should we get a few like gaseous forms to like get into small spaces too, you know?
Hold on. I thought I could. Yeah, I can cast that.
Oh, you can cast it.
And then if we're talking like stealth too, I mean, I know you have invisibility, right, AJ? Do you have that at?
Because I don't have to be.
I have one that I can cast, and then one that's like a self instant.
Can you twin it though?
Yeah.
Because then we can just like have mass people just disappear.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. If we're trying to do it stealthy.
So I have one use, and then I think I can cast it at 2nd level with a spell slot.
What are we talking about?
My invisibility.
I mean,
yeah, but it's concentration. Then when you cast the second one, the first one's up.
Well, I mean, yeah. Just using it throughout the time, though, is what I mean.
The other thing too is like,
or you upcast it. If you upcast it, you can get another person.
What do we think about
Greater restoration?
Because if shit gets real dicey and we gotta escape,
Mary,
do
you have that
on the move? I don't know.
Do I have what?
Do you have greater restoration?
Greater restoration? I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
She do not be level 9 warlock, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She loses
out
on higher level things sometimes.
I do not have
Long
twin
Strider
spell.
would go crazy. Long Strider would go crazy too. For like if Kelo wants to get in there.
Yeah, but Kelo and Dreyll both already have crazy movement because of their classes.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
then they're good. Yeah, I don't know
And
about that.
depending on if Kelo rages, he can like teleport
True.
around.
True. Oh, what is it? I saw this on TikTok. What is it? Silvery barbs. What do we?
Isn't
what do we think
silvery
about?
barbs?
It's you. If someone
I know
you
you cancel
silvery-
crits. I know.
Yeah, yeah. But you can also give someone a reroll within it too. Some shit like that. If we're talking like really like worried about like some shit. You know.
Yeah,
They just have. It's not that they get a reroll. It's that they get advantage. You
Thank you, yeah,
cancel one
advantage,
nat
yeah.
20, or I mean,
They get disadvantage. No, you just make a
no,
reroll.
you magically distract the triggering creature. You just it doesn't even have to be a critical for you to use it. It's a reaction spell you can use on
Yeah.
anyone's roll to make them re-roll their d20 and use a lower roll, and then you give advantage to an ally you choose within range for the
Yep.
next minute for one
Yeah,
one
if
roll.
we want stuff like that.
Okay, that's
It's
pretty
not-
good.
That's not terrible. Because my reactions are just pretty much.
Fucking Laudna
uh,
uses it all the time to cancel crits against the party members in Bell Cells.
Yeah.
I would be down to get a couple of those.
Yeah. My reactions are at the start of combat, I can dash with my sword, and then if someone dies, I can bring them up. That's all my reactions are. Or attack of opportunity. So
Okay.
if
I
we
can
don't
get you
want to
some of
burn those ones, yeah.
I would be down for you to
Okay.
use those.
Yeah.
Do we know what you guys are getting? You have 5,320 gold in Valxis's inventory. I don't know if Ben has any others.
Haste?
Yeah. Hey, so I want silvery barbs.
How many? Those are first level, so.
How much? How much are they a piece?
Those would be also. Well, those would be. Hold on, I messed this up. Enhance ability would be 100. First level spells are 50.
50. Okay.
So, because that's a second level, right? Yeah. Okay. So silvery barbs would be 100 apiece,
So if I got
and those don't get upcast at all. So, they would just be 100 or 50. Sorry. You could buy 100 of those if he's got them in stock.
Every time she talks, silvery bar.
I was thinking 8.
Okay, I mean, you don't even have to give it one per person because you have certain players who may
Well,
not
that,
even
yeah,
use
no,
them.
I wasn't going
Yeah.
because I was gonna give.
So
Jin,
that would be
Jin a couple.
400 for silvery barbs.
400. Okay, hold on. I need to.
I'm marking it down for you if you'd like. You still 4,900.
I keep my own. I want haste.
Haste are going to be 250 apiece.
250. Okay. Two or four, AJ?
Or silvery barb?
No. Haste.
Oh, 4.
Okay, it's another 1,000.
1,000.
Gold or plat?
Gold. You guys are at 1,400
Okay.
gold out of 5,300.
Gotcha.
How much was a 5th level counterspell? Is it like 2,000?
5th level counterspell? Hold on.
Yeah.
It would be 2,500. Ida, can you move for me real quick? Are you frozen? Yeah, you're frozen.
Oh no.
I was like,
You're
it's
just
he's
looking
eerily
directly
still.
down the
Yeah,
barrel.
yeah. Ida, are you here, or is his internet fully gone?
I think it's.
I think he's fucked. Oh, he typed in the general chat. I just can't look at it on my PC. Hold on. Oh, there he goes.
His internet died. He's restarting.
Yeah, there he goes. I was like, damn, he's frozen for a while. Camera's gonna be awkward for a second, chat. It's okay. So you going for the 5th level?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Sorry, 5th level of what?
Counterspell.
Counterspell. I don't know. It's tricky. I do think it's worth it, but
Or
like, it's hard to anticipate what type of spells people are going to have.
So far, if you do the...
I'm at what I'm thinking spends 4,400 because I was thinking of getting 2 regular counter spells.
So another 500. Yeah, you're at 44. And then you still have 920 gold left.
Those are expensive.
You think about that. I'm going to let Artemis outside real quick.
Fuck. No, can't afford that. Yeah, I think that's it. I have nothing else unless anybody else can think of anything.
So no enhance abilities at all?
No, I don't think so.
Everyone else agree?
Yeah, fine by me.
So we're talking 4 hastes. No, but 4 hastes.
Yeah, 4 hastes.
1 5th level counter spell. 8 silvery barbs. 2 normal counter spells, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay.
I think.
I gotta roll for it to make sure that he's got some of these things. High rolls for the higher amount of them. That's a 19 on your 5th level counterspell. You have that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a 15 on the normal counterspells, so he has them. Okay. Silvery barbs, he only has 5 out of the 8 that you want. You can subtract 150 from what you were going to spend, or add 150 to what you have left. And then the haste, right? The haste last.
Yeah, haste. 4 hastes.
He has 3.
Okay.
You can, because the haste I said were what, 250?
Yeah, 250. So that
ends up being
1,000. It's only it's 4,000 total.
Yep. So 4,000 total leaves you with 1,320. Over gold, I guess, but you know.
Think of anything, Hita?
No. I mean, other than I think haste. I can't really imagine what else
we only got
would
3 of
need
them,
as a scroll. Yeah.
He comes back like carrying all this. He's got like a crate of scrolls of the he like looked specifically for the spells you guys were asking for. He didn't like mention 5th or 3rd level, but he goes, "Oh, you know, I got counter spell. I got this is a better counter spell. Okay, put that one over here. I have a few of the speedy ones and some the thorns, the gold thorns or whatever. I don't read scrolls. Anyways, 4,000 gold. If you want all of those.
4,000 gold.
Or 400 platinum, pick your poison. Or if you want 40,000 silver, I mean, money's money. You know what I'm saying?
I will hand over 400 platinum.
Okay. He takes it, puts it in like his little coin chest thing. He actually carries around. He carries one of those things on his belt that like the employees at arcades have, where they dispense quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Just chalks starts tossing them in different ones of those. And yeah, your spell scrolls are purchased. You're all good. You can add all of those to your inventory, Valxis, and then disperse them in your group chat as much as you please. Versus who's... Just make sure you guys know, because now it's out of my hands. Okay, shopping over. Dreyll, are you here? I know he can hear me. The question is, how here is he? Oh my god, there he is. What are you up to, man?
That's as here as he can be.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? You head back to the tower first, while the other two are out scroll shopping. You, like, gauging by how low the sun is as you make your way back to the tower. It's probably about an hour that you were in that session, which is a lot longer than you thought you were with the meditation. You get back to the tower, and you walk in on an empty bowl that the room kind of smells vaguely of eggs and spices, and then a circle of flowers around the egg with Sticky sitting on top of it. What? Aphelion meditating in the corner, and I have no idea what Mary was doing after she put down all the flowers. Mary, what were you doing after you put down all the flowers?
Just chilling.
Chilling. Okay, Mary's just like sitting on the couch, just like watching the egg with everyone, and
she's sketching Sticky on the egg.
Okay. Yeah, you walk into this scene. Dreyll.
What the fuck?
Sticky, what's your plan with that egg? Like, it hatches, and then what?
I don't know. We're supposed to report it back to that guy.
Yeah, I know, but then what after that? Are you just gonna give them the thing that comes out of the egg, or are you keeping it?
I mean, I want to keep it.
All right, all right.
Why wouldn't I keep it? Why would I get rid of it?
I think they said whenever we brought it with us that depending on how valuable whatever hatches out, they may take him back. So
well, what if they don't do that?
What do you mean by what if they don't do it?
Well, what if we stop them from taking it?
Oh.
You want to fight them over this thing?
I don't want to fight them. I just want them to not take it.
So, I mean, we'd either have to pay it outright, right? If it's of great value, or we steal it and or fight over it. That's... Jin looks over to Mary. I don't see another way.
You don't know where it's gonna be. Well, it could be anything.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we got to be ready for the reality of it. I don't even know how long this thing will take to hatch. What if this? What if this hatches on our mission?
Then it'll hatch on the mission.
Right.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, it could be.
Why?
But it also could be really cool.
Why do you think it would be a bad thing, Sticky?
I guess because people don't want to look after him.
I don't think it's a want to. It's like that's fun. That's fun.
Am I doing something wrong?
No, I mean, it's just this is gonna be one of those things that we got to kind of plan according for what we want to do. If we want to bring this along with us, take care of it. I mean, you've been keeping it in... Actually, I don't know where the hell you've been keeping this. Where have you been keeping this?
I've been keeping it on me most of the time, but every so often if we're going somewhere or going out and doing something, I'll put it in my bag.
Jin will look... Is it safe to put things in the bag? I don't know how this bag works.
I mean, I don't know. I just put stuff in there.
Yeah.
This is the first time Sticky's brought it to any of your attention that she also has a bag of holding. She like points at a small bag that there's no way that egg should be able to fit inside.
How long have you had that?
I mean, we bought it at the store.
We bought her a bag of holding? I thought it was just Dreyll this whole time.
No, you made that
you
yourself.
mean the
Sticky.
bag?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I've had this for ages. I thought you were talking about the egg.
We
Oh, yeah, I
bought
know
it at
where
the
we
store
we didn't-
together.
Well, one, we didn't buy it. They gave it to us, and we had to report. Wait, we got that at the Whispering White. You want to steal from the
What? What?
To be
God.
to be clear, she said if something happens to it and or it dies, then you pay a lot. So right now, it's not costing you anything except for the information about it after it hatches.
Yeah.
If it does, do you not know anything about it at all, Jen? Because you seem to have that book that's full of all the things.
Well, this is like a book I'm working on writing for myself. And then, maybe it'll become something more. Who knows? I don't know. Right now, I got to make a copy of this just in case, and then I got to send it over, get it mailed to somebody special.
You're getting it mailed to.
My little brother. Probably give this to my little brother Merrick.
You have a
Be like the
brother?
first one. Yeah, I know. I had the same thing too. I had the same reaction. I have a brother. Yeah, I do.
Does he look like you?
Corey, that's he's
You
little.
don't entirely remember what you looked like when you were like a lot younger. But it's like he has the same like scraggly hair. His features are less rigid, less cut. He's a kid. He's definitely your little brother. You can see the resemblance, but he's not like spitting image twin of what you were when you were a kid. Different color eyes, weirdly enough.
Yeah, Merrick is his own. He doesn't. Merrick is Merrick. We have like the same hairstyle. I'm sure we look like similar, but Merrick's Merrick. He's just
not hairstyle. You have yours up in like a
hair
bun
texture.
Yeah.
It's the same hair texture.
He's got that like little like scraggly kid cut going on right now.
Yeah. He's messy. That's Merrick. He's got a little messy.
Doesn't have a tattoo of a viper on his neck.
He does not have a tattoo
Doesn't
on
have
his face.
blood
or
eyes
yeah.
coming down his face,
Yeah.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. You said that you didn't know that you had a brother?
No, I left my home before he was born. So I think Merrick's
Where's your
like
mom?
it's in the woods. It's in the woods far from here.
Is it any particular kind of woods or just a woods?
I can't tell you that. I'm sorry. It's
Oh.
secret. Not that I can't tell you. It's just easier if I just walk you there, kind of thing. It's like a big family. It's I'm not supposed to be outside of my village. Is the best way to put it.
Who has a passive
Why?
insight of higher than 13?
I have passive investigation.
Nah,
have a
passive
16.
insight. Who's
I have
in the room,
12.
I should say specifically.
I have 12.
Yeah, but it's about you, so your passive insight doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yes.
11. Kelo.
under
Kelo.
13.
Kelo and Mary.
Yeah.
From what I can see right now, Kelo and Mary, both of you noticed that like Dreyll walked in and was kind of like, "What the fuck's going on in here?" And then just sort of plopped down on the couch and is just 1,000 yards staring off into the distance while the two of them are talking about this. Like he's zoned the fuck out more than Dreyll ever has been. Like normally he would participate in this kind of fucking conversation, but he's zoned out. Anyways, I was gonna say you don't have to call it out. I'm just letting you know as characters that that's something you two notice. If you don't want to call it out, you don't have to. It's kind of like the fact that Kelo's still holding the scroll while he's just been in a room with Sticky this entire time.
No, it's in my room. I put it in my
okay.
room.
Put it in your room. Perfect. Anyways, I would say at this point, Ben and Valxis walk in with arms full of scrolls.
What's all that?
Supplies.
Oh
Magic
shit!
thing.
How'd the conversation go with your mom too then?
It went well. It was fine. She knows. I mean, obviously, she knows that why she's keeping him captive is because we don't know what he could do against us if he were to, quote unquote, turn against us.
Right. Yeah.
So that makes sense. And then she doesn't know anything about the planeswalkers.
Damn.
Or not
Okay.
much about them. And then I asked her why the Empire reported it and not us, and she was like, "Well, because that's what anybody does. Like, if you see a plane, like a portal, you contact them. So it just so happened that they found it first." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Then it's not like a
Okay.
it wasn't a bad."
Okay. That's good then.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I mean, what'd you get? What's in the?
Well, I hand over 3 spell scrolls of silvery barbs to Jin. I go, "I got these for you."
Ooh. Okay. He'll begin to read them. Not like
yeah.
allowed to activate,
Yeah,
but to
obviously.
understand what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, those should be good for you.
Okay.
And then I got a couple haste scrolls and a couple counter spells. We don't have enough money for an anti-magic field. It turns out they're expensive.
Why? How expensive?
25,000 gold pieces.
Whoa.
How much is that in platinum?
2,500.
That's so fucking heavy. How would you carry that?
Yeah, my
In a
mom
chest,
gave us
probably.
1,000.
In a fucking
Yeah, in a
chest.
chest.
I can't think. Yeah.
She gave you 1,000 and she put 500 in 2 separate bags.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now I have 2 almost empty bags.
Okay. Well, sick.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, anything else?
No,
No.
that was it.
I just want to look after my egg.
You guys now see the fucking flowers sprinkled around the egg. Sticky sitting on top of it. Mary's still drawing Sticky. An interesting scene in your living room. Also, Ben, you clock Dreyll in the room with a 1,000-yard stare. And, like, not really focusing on the fact that you guys walked in. Again, don't have to say anything. When I point these things out to you guys, you're never, obligated to say anything about them. Just letting you know that your character notices.
Okay.
Hell yeah! Nobody call me out.
How's everybody feeling right now, though? I mean, we got how much more time do we want to spend here?
Probably another. I think I just need to sleep tonight, and I could be ready to go tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, because Ben has to get his sword.
All right.
And the anything else that anybody put money down for, cough cough masks, cough cough.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we could probably leave the day after tomorrow then. Make sure everyone gets all their shit.
Unless everything's ready tomorrow. But yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Just checking.
How are you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Well, I guess actually technically we need to figure out. We need to use.
Oh yeah.
We need to locate the other sending stone.
Yeah, Valex's mom had a very good idea.
Aphelion is currently like full-blown meditation in the corner and not able to hear you guys right now.
All right, cool. So yeah, we need someone to track down the other stone.
Keep talking.
And maybe that'll lead us somewhere to where the Phoenix resides.
Or just get information on her,
Yeah.
right? Because if that's okay. All right, we track that down. Then what? We want to take like an airship to like as close as we can, and then we
I
just
think they've
walk
already
it in there.
advised against the airship because
Yeah.
it's really big and obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
May need to opt for like more disposable horses.
Teleportation.
Oh, that's also expensive.
Yeah. How much did we
Or
spend
we'll
to
walk.
get teleported to Pine Tai?
It was a little bit.
We spent
Well,
like a couple hundred gold. I'm pretty sure. And like
Yeah,
gems.
it's like, and I don't give a shit, so I'm pretty sure I coughed up that money.
Yeah, because you didn't understand money.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, we don't really have a way, unless they want to, unless we can organize a cart with them, and we just travel by cart.
I mean, yeah.
Is there a caravan heading that way?
You guys did discuss a Philion spell last session, and you do know it only works at night.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Vox, let's take a nap. We're leaving tonight.
Well, it'd have to be tomorrow night because you have to get Ben's sword and stuff back.
We could figure out where to go, like where to start tomorrow night. Or tonight. Okay. We could cast it tonight, figure out where we need to go.
Okay.
And then leave tomorrow afternoon.
All right.
And then we cast it again the next night. And then the next night. And then
Oh, and then the next night?
And then the next day. And then the next day. And the next day.
One.
God. All right.
So yeah.
I mean, other than that, what's up?
So is that all we need to do?
We still have that shelved conversation about bamboozle.
Oh, right.
I thought that people said that they didn't want him to go.
No. A few of us feel it's not the best, but we're still kind of leaving it up to vote.
Is that what you guys decided on? Democratic?
Yeah, we've been pretty democratic lately, Corey.
Yeah, we were talking about just like shelving it.
Wow,
and
crazy that you got rid of the god of democracy, huh?
Yeah, I know.
I'm crazy that you made a pact with an.
Hey, he's silent in the corner. He hasn't said anything yet.
None of you know about that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
One time Drell's not a
I'll
big mouth.
elbow Valxis since Ben notices and kind of just like point my nose in that direction.
He gestures towards Drell, and you see Drell just like staring off.
So, Drell, where'd you, huh?
I'm gonna take my egg upstairs, and I'm just gonna go.
Well,
okay, so the conversation about bamboozle is not happening.
But Sticky, no. Sticky.
Do you not want to be a part of the bamboozle conversation?
I'm gonna lie my egg if you need me.
You don't want to have anything to say about the bamboozle stuff.
I mean, people already know how I feel about the bamboozle stuff.
All right, and you want him to go?
I want him to go because I like having him around, but I also understand the fact that he doesn't want to go if people don't want him there. Either way, I am going to be okay with the decision. I just hope that if he doesn't come, that he'll at least stay in contact, because we'll miss talking.
All right, I mean, do you like him to go because you like being with bamboozle, or would you like him to go because you think he'd add something to it?
I don't know. I mean, he could add something, but also, I mean, primarily, yeah, I want him to go because he's my friend. And I want him to come with me. He makes me feel safe.
See, that's the one. That's the answer. The makes me feel safe part. I think that's why you should go.
Okay. All right. See, that's why we want you here for the conversation. Your vote matters on that stuff.
Well,
Are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I think it's a. I think I don't know enough about this. So, all I knew was making bombs and blowing stuff up in a prison cell. I don't know much beyond that.
I'm just gonna ask, Sticky, do you want to do something like this? Or do you wanna like live?
Live. What do you mean?
Well, I guess like in a sense of like, do you want to like learn more things about life, or because I mean, if you're saying all you know is how to blow stuff up, you know.
It's just because that's all I've I just don't know a lot. Doesn't mean that I don't want to go. It just means I don't know necessarily what's best. That's
Okay.
all I know is that you guys have been nice to me. And I find some things confusing. And I don't nearly understand everything, but it seems like you guys care about it. Well, that's more than I've had in a while. I'll go wherever you go. You guys rescued me from, I don't know, probably blowing myself up out of boredom at some point.
Okay. Well, I'm casting my vote. I think if we don't want Bamboozle to go, I think he's good in a sense of a line of communication and figuring out stuff and having him peek at things if he can. So
Long distance recon.
that's where my vote is yeah, long distance recon.
Sticky just nods.
So it's 3 for long distance recon and not bringing Bamboozle along. I know Aphelion said bring Bamboozle along. That's 3-1.
No Bamboozle.
I would like
4
to
to
bring
1.
Bamboozle.
4 to 2.
I want him to go.
4 to 3. Doxus is gonna either make it a tie or a definitive he's not coming, and then I don't know what you guys are gonna do in the face of a tie. Gonna have to fucking
we
12
talked to
angry jurors
Bamboozle.
this shit.
We talked to Bamboozle. It's that easy.
Oh, I did that play this year.
That's
It's good fun.
Everyone's looking at
I'm
Valxis right now, like just
oh, he's like, this.
What are you
He's just
waiting
like,
for, man?
I don't, because the problem, I'm conflicted.
Oh, what?
I still think that you guys should just ask him.
Yeah, why are we doing this without his, like, thoughts?
Because if we all agree, then we can ask him together, and then he can just say no. But if we don't agree, asking him will just kind of...
I just don't think if we ask him, he will say no. He's going to say yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of good to be kind of in agreement, knowing what we're going into on this.
He's going to say yes because he probably
wants to
doesn't have
go.
the experience to say no.
I
He
don't
should
think
say
give
no.
him enough credit.
I just don't think from our positions, especially parental positions for some of us, and models and heroes for others, I don't think it's something that we can ask of him.
I am scared of where we are going and bringing him along. That is my thought process on this. It's not that I don't think he's capable. It is more of where we are going. I am already afraid. And bringing him along is actively and knowingly putting him in danger.
What's it gonna be, Valxis?
We can always send him back when things get, when we're starting to get to the point where it's getting real.
Are you switching to a yes?
Send him back. Yeah. When
Fuck, now it's 4-3 the other way.
When Sticky said, we're not giving him enough credit, it's like, well, he could just leave.
Yeah, he can just run away.
I mean, he could be our person to go back to get help, I guess, too.
It's now 4-3 the other way. Jin turned so quickly.
I make a good argument, what can I say?
We can bring him along.
5-3!
Yes!
Woo!
You got him, boys.
You guys gonna go talk to him?
Going to probably regret this.
Ben, did you gesture over to Dreyll during this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have then. We can go talk to him now, I guess.
Who wants to be the ones to ask him? Or do we want to all do it?
It's a team thing. I think we should all do it.
Yeah.
Are you saying this with a 1,000-yard stare, Dreyll?
No shit.
I think
Are
It's
you,
a team
Dreyll? Are you
thing.
just like, it's a team thing? We should all do it.
Yeah.
I would say at that point, everyone's attention drawn to the first time he's spoken
That
during
is
this
fucking
conversation,
crazy.
and he's
Yeah.
like fucking zoned.
It's a team thing.
Are you okay, man? What did you do after we stopped talking to my mom?
I went to go see the therapist, Nairobi.
Yeah.
Oh,
frog,
yeah, your
man.
dad talked about that when I talked to him after the whole thing.
Yeah. I've gone to him a couple times.
Yeah. No, it's just we had a good session, I guess. I'm just very stuck reflecting.
Okay, good. I'm a little concerned because I've never come out of one of those sessions monotone like that. So
Did you unpack something like really heavy?
Kind of, yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure y'all are like about like to violate some kind of
That's true, actually.
accountability act.
Well, no, because that would be him.
Doctor-patient confidentiality, but he's talking about it,
But
so
he's
technically
talking about it. He's the patient, so like he's fine. We're not doctors.
The Winterlight Portability
yet.
and Accountability Act.
Portability and accountability.
Hey man, if Dreyll wants to talk about what's going on in the
Privacy?
sessions, he
I don't
can.
know.
Is there anything you want to? Something happened in
about
there you
anything,
want to
buddy?
talk about? Is there?
Sorry, Corey.
Son of a bitch. I hate that no one else gets that. No, Drew does. No one else
Drew
gets
does.
that. Go in another room and talk about it, buddy. Fucking shut up.
That's literally what happened too.
Literally.
I mean, I don't.
Why don't you just sleep on it, man? Give it a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You guys heading upstairs to
Alright.
Bamboozle's room?
Yeah, let's go talk to
Cool.
Bamboozle.
Everyone's going. You guys head up to Bamboozle's room, knock on the door. He answers it. Yep. Open the door. And you guys open the door and you see him in full coatl form, like just chilling on his giant ass fucking ovular dog bed. Just like fucking he that crossbow bolt, he like took it out of the ceiling and is like grabbing it in his teeth and whipping it like up at the ceiling and then grabbing it and pulling it. It's literally the pencil game. It's the pencil game where you just fucking throw
I'm gonna
pencils
look
the
at
roof.
Valxis. I'm gonna look him in the eyes.
I'm gonna run over and then plop down on top of the bed.
More than
Is this
enough
the
room.
first time some of us are seeing him in like his coatl form?
Seeing him, no, you guys saw him coatl
yeah.
transform when Dreyll yelled, "Get the kid out of the fucking,
Right,
get the
yeah.
fucking kid out of here," because he full
that's
dove
right,
out of the window into coatl form. He is like 10 plus feet long at this point, probably around 12 feet long of snake with giant wings.
Jin is measuring him.
He's coiled. How are you measuring him?
Hey, can you just stretch out?
I don't know if there's enough
Long
room
way.
in here with everybody. Welcome to my room, by the way. And he like opens his wings because he doesn't have hands and arms to like gesture to like welcome to the room.
Okay, let me measure at least the wingspan.
Oh
at
yeah,
this
go
point.
for it.
Okay, how old do you think
He's
you
like
are then?
extending his wings as hard as he
Yeah.
can to get them as far
How
out as
old do you
possible.
think you are now, Bamboozle?
Probably like
You actually need
5
to
months.
press up against the base plate.
5 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Jin writes that down in his book.
Or no, wait, 3 months. How many? When'd you guys get me? But I hatched before you got me. Shoot.
Yeah.
Wow. You're young, like me.
Yeah, I'm kind of young.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take the egg and then just literally like put the egg
In his coil.
into his coil and
Yeah.
then sit on top of it.
Yeah.
Is Bamboozle ahead of his growth curve? Like, where is he at? Jin is trying to figure out, like, in
Make a history or arcana check.
Ooh, okay. I'll do Arcana.
Can I do an Arcana check too?
I don't. The only thing is, I don't think you'd have any knowledge, Sticky, about coatls at all. So making that kind of check would just be like, how did Sticky just gain this crazy knowledge on a celestial snake?
18.
With an 18, he's growing. He's ahead of the curve of size. Probably from the fact that
Ooh.
he's being fed
Fed a lot.
super well here.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he's got
Okay.
everything
He's in
he
the
can want for
greatest
growth. Plus,
percentile.
not even that. Like
yeah.
you would know with an
Okay.
18 that a lot of like coatls, like it's based on like they're heavily intelligent creatures. They're extremely knowledgeable creatures, and his consumption of knowledge through access of the Winterlight Keep and the library and things, it's probably helping stimulate his maturity faster than normal. Because in the elemental plane of air, probably learn a lot slower, grow a
Yeah.
lot slower.
All right, you're good. You're good. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of huge.
No, I don't even think you realize you're like ahead of where you should be. You're.
That's because
You
I'm an
actually-
overachiever,
you are-
man. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, I can tell. You've been reading, huh?
Oh, I've been reading. I've been reading
Okay,
a lot.
Protein intake. Protein intake.
Is that what are books protein?
No, I'm talking about just
Should I
back
be
to food
eating
now.
books?
I guess that's like brain protein. You can consider it that.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyways, what's everyone doing here? Is this sleepover or something?
No.
It got really quiet really fast, and I regret asking
I'm
the
just gonna
question.
have-
Never
I'm just gonna
mind.
have
We're
Sticky
here to
just stare at
ask
everyone
you
expectantly.
something. We're here to ask you a question.
Want you to
wants
come with us.
apparently Speak up.
Do you want to come with us?
Not if you don't all want me to come with you. I told
We want
Sticky
you to
that the
come
other
with
day.
us.
I was told specifically, Mama Mary, that you didn't want me to go.
She's staring intently, like right at him. We want you to come with us.
Persuasion or deception check? based
Okay.
on whether or not you truly believe you want him to go with you.
Roll.
That is a
please.
spell. You just attacked him with Hunger
Oh.
of Hadar.
That's what I
shit.
wanted you to do. You don't take back. You don't take back to your mother.
Hold on, he's got to make a dex save.
No, no.
Fuck, he failed. Steve, no!
Wrong target, wrong target!
Steve, damn you!
Mary has turned the entire room into a wall of tentacles.
Oh no.
You're going with us. Is that a persuasion or a deception?
It's +9, so it's 14.
But which are you doing?
Deception.
That's a natural 20. He goes, yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, I'm okay staying here, okay? If you don't all, like, 100% want me to go, that's cool. I don't gotta go. I don't. It's okay, and that's fine. And I know that, like, some of you want me to go because you feel like I'm being left out or I want to go on adventures and stuff, but, like, I can also just do that on my own. Nothing's stopping me from asking, looking at Valxis, your sisters or Mr. Von Adder or your mom to, like, do stuff. I just haven't because, like, you know, I don't do stuff alone, but if I gotta, I will. But there's, like, so many books I still have to read and stuff. And, like, if you're all worried about me and, like, you don't think it'll be safe and, like, you guys promise you'll be safe, then it's okay if I stick around. I don't want to go somewhere that you guys are going to have to worry about me too much.
At that point, I'm just going to have Sticky turn to them all and be not smug, but just kind of like, I told you guys.
Mary is
Well,
trying to
I mean-
hide it, but she's like actively relieved.
Mm-hmm. His insight, like, he like, I mean, nat 20 on that shit,
Yeah.
like, looking at you, he like can tell you're relieved, and telepathically he like makes eye contact with you and he goes, don't worry, Mama Mary, I wouldn't do anything to stress you out or worry you or make you scared that something's gonna happen to me.
I appreciate it. She'll think back.
I don't know if you want to help though. Sometimes we need you know, your skill at peeking into things.
I mean, like, what? Like, if you guys want me to look at a place or a person or whatever, you could just ask me to do that now.
Jim's gonna look around the room. Any ideas? Do we want to do?
It's,
more of a
I'm so
stomach
sorry.
shit?
As the DM, I don't want to have to give you guys ideas, but it's
Yeah.
really funny that you've needed Liliana to tell you to locate the sending stone, and now you need Bamboozle to tell you that he literally could have scryed on anything you guys wanted him to this entire time.
I take out the sending stone.
Oh, look, you have a pretty rock.
It's not just any.
What is it?
Is it a boulder?
I hand it to him.
He like he grabs he has to transform down. He goes, Sticky, hold on for a second. Like to the egg.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then he transforms down into the mini Dreyll, the mini Sapphire Dragonborn form, and walks forward and grabs the rock and he goes, what do I do with this rock?
I thought you could tell it was magical.
I mean, I can tell it's magical. It's got like an engraving that's all weird and glowy.
So,
although it looks dull, like it's been used today or something.
Yeah, it has
What
been
does that
used today. Valx's mom said that we should try tracking where this other sending stone is.
Does it look
Something
like
we
this
could
one?
do. Yeah.
What, and they're like connected or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I could look in on kind of like where it is, but I couldn't like tell you like if I go to see where it is and there's like a person holding it, I could probably see like the person and maybe their immediate surroundings maybe, but I wouldn't be able to like tell you exactly where you got to go to get to it.
That's a good start.
Yeah, okay. You want me to do that?
Yeah, that'd be great. If
I
you
can
don't
take
mind.
one of you with me.
Who's on the other side of the rock?
That's a good question. Who's on the other side of the rock? Am I going to be seen?
No, I'll go with you, Bamboozle. We'll
Because I can be seen. I found that out the hard way.
With clockwork?
No.
Who saw you?
Alexis's mom.
Oh. Well, I don't want to know what you were
Anyone
doing.
here proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Arcana
Yes.
proficient people can roll Arcana for me.
I would like to recall.
Fuck yeah.
Sure. With recall, Ben, and then we'll say the Arcana checks. Mary, perfect. Sticky, nice.
Hell.
Unlucky.
yeah.
10
10.
even.
Okay, so the Sticky, Mary, and Ben, through your recollection of different spells and how they work from the Grand Library, and the other two just from your understanding of magic and the way that a scry spell would work. When you scry on somebody and they fail their save, you are virtually an invisible ball, like an invisible globe that's in the space, an invisible eye that gets to like look around the surroundings. And if anyone has see invisibility active, they can see that they're being scried on.
Oh.
Like they can see the appearance of a glowing eye that is invisible, see invisibility, that's spying on them. So he
Not
got
very
caught
hard.
spying
That's
already.
not very cash money.
But okay, you guys want me to take Dreyll to spy on whoever's got the other stone?
Yeah,
I want to go too.
What is
I
this?
can only take one of you.
Damn it.
I'll let
Dreyll.
Jin go. Jin, you
No,
wanna go?
you got this, Drell.
Okay, man.
I'll just go in there with a lot of hate.
Drell finally like coming back into himself and like being like talkative again a little bit. He holds out his sapphire dragonborn hand for you to grab.
Me?
No, he's holding out. Bamboozle's holding out his because he transformed into like a mini you.
Fuck, you got me really confused when you said that.
Yeah, he holds out his with the
I'm
stone in his
kinda-
hand for you to like clasp on top.
I do just that.
Okay, and he closes his eyes and starts muttering. And for the rest of you, you just kind of feel like a swirling breeze around the two of them. For the two of you, you close your eyes, Drell. You almost feel like compelled to close your eyes. And when you open them again, they're like before you open them, you suddenly feel really warm. Like almost uncomfortably warm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you open your eyes and look around. Okay. And you're in a building that's being that looks like it's made out of stone. And there's this skinny little orc man, like probably like 5'5", sitting at a desk, also carved out of stone, almost like it was carved into the ground itself. And on the desk in front of him is the stone. And he's sitting and writing on a piece of paper. I need you to make a perception check, Drell.
Did I just do that?
What do you mean? You haven't rolled anything.
I don't know. I clicked the fucking tab and it
Oh, there
just
you
like
go. A
die
5.
fly.
You've never seen this kid in your life. You can probably guess that he's the one you talk to that's like the secretary. You're trying to get a vibe of like where you are and like get a look around. And you can't... You're inside a building. You have no idea where this building is. You just know you're uncomfortably hot. And this kid looks nervous. Like he's doing his job, but he really doesn't want to fuck up. Bamboozle rolls perception, and he goes, "Hold on, Drell. You hear that?" And you like stop looking at the kid because you're really confused by a scrawny ass orc kid like being the secretary. Not what you pictured in your head. And as he tells you to like listen in, you hear gurgling of some kind of thick liquid, and he goes, "I think that's lava."
Ew.
You guys hear what they're saying out loud in the room.
Are they in a volcano?
I don't know. I mean, I had
that's
the
where a
same
lava
feeling when
would
I
be.
went with him last time.
Bamboozle,
It's
you
hot.
see, like, you and Bamboozle, like, shift behind the desk. Again, everything's weirdly blurry for you, being, like, the second person brought into this scrying spell. But Bamboozle, like, looks over his shoulder and is looking down at the paper and goes, Man, it looks like he's just tracking who's, like, sent messages. I see Vox's mom name there.
Yeah, she was the one that used the scroll earlier.
Oh, man, and that Clockwork guy's name is written there a few times.
Yeah, he had it for a few months.
Hmm.
I can hear this out loud, right?
Oh, they're talking. Both of them are talking out loud with their eyes closed.
Jin will elbow Kelo when he says clockwork.
I'm gonna literally, like, I'm Sticky just.
He's gonna elbow stealthily.
Go roll a sleight of hand check.
Do I notice this?
Well, no, it's less of do you notice and more of does anyone else in the room notice?
Do I notice him bumping me?
Hey, natural 20. Hey.
Where the fuck is it? It hasn't loaded in yet. Yeah, natural 20. He so subtly elbows you, Kelo.
Speed.
You notice it, obviously. No one else in the room does. They're all focused on Dreyll and Bamboozle. Sticky, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have her as, like, quietly and, you know, just nonchalantly as possible, just kind of turn her head away and then just, like, you know, hug her egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to sort of not listen at this point.
Yeah. Fucking Drell's gonna cut a bitch. I don't.
Kelo goes, I'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, scurry off.
Okay, Kelo leaves the room. Okay.
Jin will nod his head.
Bamboozle goes, okay, Dreyll, is there anything else you think you can gather from around here? We can't really travel in here, no.
We can't get out of the building.
No, it's focused on the rock. Hey, but now you've seen the kid before, which means you could probably track him, because now you know what he looks like, if he ever moves.
Yeah, of course.
You don't gotta always track the rock. Like every single time I do this, I can follow new things. Because the more you see, the more you can track.
Oh, that's crazy. It's almost like you're telling me we should try tracking the kid.
Well, I don't know how you're going to be able to do that. Because, like, you're going to have to explain what he looks like to somebody. And I'm going to be honest, Dreyll. And everyone in the room hears this. He goes, I'm going to be honest, Dreyll, I like you a lot. You're really bad at explaining how things look sometimes.
I know. Shit, do I have a thing for this? Shit, hold on. Shit, can I take out my disguise kit?
You're currently in the sendings, or the scry spell. You trying to take something out of your bag of holding would not appear in the scry spell with you.
Can I ready an action to start a disguise kit the second the spell
Okay,
drops?
I just want you to be I want you to understand. A disguise kit is like makeup and paints, because it's not a magical thing. So if you want to try to paint yourself as a sapphire dragonborn to look like a scrawny orc, you can. You're gonna have to roll something so damn high, it's unreal.
That doesn't sound like it's a very rational thing to do here. Nah, I got nothing. I don't have a fucking camera to take a fucking photo of the motherfucker. I mean, Bamboozle, are you able to describe him to Ben or someone who can...
I can shapeshift into him.
Oh shit, well that makes it easy.
Yeah, well, you didn't ask.
I know, I didn't. No, you're right. I didn't, dog. So you can show them what this person looked like, right? And
yeah.
And then they can copy the form, and then you can track him afterwards, right?
I mean, what do you mean by track him? I can do this again.
Yeah, well, what if we do this again at a different time? Like, and
okay,
then,
when are you guys leaving?
Somewhere else. Oh. I think tomorrow.
No, probably.
Okay, so before tomorrow is what you're saying.
How many times a day can you do this?
Twice.
Okay.
So tomorrow?
What time is it?
I don't know. I don't have a clock.
Fuck. I'll come back later tonight and we'll do...
Should I get us out of this so you can talk to everyone else? Because right now we're kind of just talking in the room.
They can't hear us?
Oh, they can hear us. Yeah.
Sticky's got her little watch face necklace, and it's like looking at the time.
Yeah. Are we done here?
Yeah, I guess we're done here.
Close your eyes. Open them. We're back. Kelo, you come back into the room.
Yeah. Just holding it out in front of me.
Okay.
And I'll walk up to Sticky.
Sticky.
And say,
oh, go ahead.
He says he misses you.
He holds out a scroll that has a golden ribbon with a wax stamp pressed into it with a cogwheel on it.
Do I know?
You've seen this insignia before.
Okay. I'm gonna.
That's Dad.
Look at it. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and then look up at him. And then take it out of his hands very, like, cautiously. And then be like,
Did he give you this?
Mm-hmm.
And he just said that he misses me.
Yeah.
Gonna frown at it and then get up and excuse myself.
Okay. Are you taking it?
Yeah.
Okay. You taking the egg with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sticky grabs the scroll, and while everyone's kind of silent in the room as Bamboozle and Bamboozle and Dreyll come out of the scry spell, Sticky just slowly walks out of the room, looking melancholy.
I wonder what it said.
Jin's gonna look over at Mary.
Hmm?
You want to go check on her?
Me? Wait,
You're the most gentle out of all of us.
I'll do it. Me and Sticky are close.
Really?
I'm sure, bro.
Really?
I mean,
I think Sticky is a bigger fan of Dreyll, especially at this point.
we've
But
kind
Dreyll
of.
like punched her, but I guess it's
But-
how you and I bonded too. Well, that's how you and I bonded too, so I can't not say it's a good idea.
I mean, even after that was all said and done, Sticky didn't really hold it too mean. It seems like she kind of understood something. I don't know.
I've
She's-
only had like
she's-
one serious conversation with her. So.
She's hard to read, but in everything we've done together, no, I think me and Sticky get along. I don't have a problem going and checking on Sticky.
I think that would be
Alright.
good.
And Jin will fist bump Dreyll.
Yeah, dude. Boom. And then I'll leave the room and I'll go up to check on Sticky. Fuck it. Let's do it without Corey. No.
Yeah, run this shit.
What happened while I was gone? What happened?
We decided I'm gonna go check on Sticky.
Noah self-nominated him as the DM as well. Himself as the DM.
I said we'll do it without you.
Sorry, Kenny started dropping frames upstairs and was calling for the dogs, and I was like, oh shit, is my shit broken? I come down, it's totally fine. So he was like, if it's happening to me, it's happening to you. I'm like, no, it's not. Anyways, Sticky, before he comes and checks on you, you go off to your room, I assume?
Yeah.
Are you opening the scroll?
No. Sticky is going to, like, have the egg on her lap, like crisscross applesauce. Crisscross applesauce. And, then it's just going to have it, like, on the floor in front of her, and is just going to be kind of staring at it.
Okay. Are you gonna stay in that by the time he gets up there? Okay. So everyone stays in the room. Dreyll leaves to go talk to you and goes upstairs, goes to your room.
I knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I give a little Hey, Sticky, you in there?
Yeah. You can come in.
Okay, and Dreyll will open up the door and let himself in.
Mm-hmm.
He'll shut the door behind him. Are you all right? I know the scroll came from Demetrius. And he seemed to be involved with you.
Sticky's gonna kind of whip her head up and look at him.
Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I don't know. Dreyll will go sit next to Sticky.
Okay.
I don't know what your connection is to him, but it can't be all bad.
It's confusing.
Dreyll laughs and squeezes his right hand. He goes, I get the confusing part of it. Life is pretty confusing, you know. Things don't really happen without a reason, I guess. What do you mind me asking what the connection is?
Gonna have her just turn and stare again at the scroll.
Oh, you haven't even opened it.
I don't know if I want to know what it says.
Well,
It's who's my dad? Or at least I think who's as close to a dad as I can have.
I mean,
Who raised me and looked after me but then he just left me. And he didn't really say why. He just one day I woke up and he handed me a bunch of things. He told me I couldn't stay. And he just pushed me out the door. I haven't seen him since.
do you want to see him?
Bamboozle took me to see him. Kind of. Like what you were just doing before.
I know where he is. I can take you there. Just me and you. No one else has to know.
I don't know if I want to see him.
And that's fine. You don't have to see him. You don't have to open the scroll to see what he said to you. You can leave it all where it is, and you can keep going on with us and whatever we have going on. There's no, I don't know, urgency to it. There's nothing behind it. It can sit there for as long as you want, really.
Dreyll, have you ever had like a really big secret?
I have one right now, Sticky. Dreyll starts laughing uncontrollably.
Or What's so funny?
No, I'm sorry.
If you tell me yours, I'll show you something that I haven't shown anyone except my dad.
Dreyll will open his right hand. He's had it shut this entire time. He's been zoning out this entire time. His right hand's been shut. He will open up his right hand, and you'll see the jester's face mark on it, his palm.
What's that?
I don't really know, Sticky. When I went to the therapy session with Mr. Narobe, I went down a trance, and I remembered the good times of Yol, the god I used to worship. And I don't know if you remember me telling you I witnessed his death and may not have had a say in it. I don't know. Clearly it's real. He'll look back at his hand. I think I made a deal, and I don't know if it's a good deal or not.
Echoing around you as you talk about it.
Do I hear it?
Nope.
Okay.
Not unless you touch his hand. Which I don't know if you touched it after he held it out, is what I'm asking. I'm not saying you should feel compelled to touch his hand. I'm saying if you didn't.
Give me your fucking hand!
Listen, I'm not... No, but yeah, you just hear it and it echoes. Like, you know, I didn't turn the reverb on, but it's like a... Around the room. Around the room.
Ew!
Yeah.
Dreyll will
and you feel it like pulse for a second, and your hand tenses, almost like a heartbeat.
Sticky, I made a deal to try to not do what I did to you again, and I hope it was worth it. And he'll reclench up his fist. I hope this gives me control, and in turn, you know, us control in the coming fights and the coming ways we have to go.
I'm gonna have Sticky kind of stare at him for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna grab the egg and then say,
Hold this for a sec.
Yeah, of course. Dreyll holds the egg tight.
Okay.
She's gonna get up and look down the hallway.
You can shut the door. I think. Did you shut the door?
Oh, I shut the door. Yeah.
Yeah. You two were in the room with the door shut.
Yeah. No, she's just looking down the hallway.
Okay. You open the door, look down the hallway. They're up and down the flight of like curved stairs. There's no one up or down.
Okay. She's gonna close the door again.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to sit like crouched almost in front of, or like kneeling in front of
Dreyll.
She's gonna pick up her locket on her chest and then look at it for a second.
I need you to not freak out.
No, I won't. I promise.
Promise?
I promise.
And you can't tell the others.
That's what the deal was. You don't tell them that I made a deal, and I won't tell you whatever this is. Like.
Okay.
You turning it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Sticky kneels before you, and holding the locket in her hand, she clicks the top of it, and you see her clothing waver, almost like it was an illusion, before it fades, and there's a gray Actually, it's more like a tanned leather bodysuit, a single piece that would cover the entire body, head to toe. And it's like the entire visage that was Sticky is now this tan leather looking silhouette. And in a moment it's there and holding shape, and then it falls to the floor. And coming out of it and then taking humanoid shape again is what can only be described as a opalescent, translucent, ooze-like humanoid plasmoid.
Oh.
Just a
I
goopy
was
person.
right!
You were right. A goopy person. She's like, if you don't know what it looks like, I can show it to you guys.
Yeah.
1 second. 1 sickety second. I'm gonna link in the voice room that we're in, the thing for you guys to open, and then I'm also gonna just put display capture on stream and show you guys. On stream.
Oh, you're one of these.
She's a plasmoid. So it's less like this, less blue, more like a white opalescent, lot of like rainbow colors just moving throughout the liquid, and more of an amber tone towards the head.
She's Flubber.
Yes. And you did see her condense down into a puddle to come out of the morph suit, and then reconstitute into her form, or into a humanoid-looking form.
Huh.
Hell yeah.
And when she talks, if she talks, are you going to talk in this form?
Yeah.
When she talks, the face, like that amber color, glows as her words come out. Like just flashes with each syllable.
He made me this, Dad, because he didn't want. He made me I lived in a chamber. I haven't been alive very long. And he was teaching me and raising me, and then he just told me to go. And I didn't know if it was because I wasn't good enough, or maybe he wanted to try again, or it's been very hard, and I've been looking the other way because it's easier for people to, I guess, understand. But it's not really me. This is me.
I think you're beautiful, Sticky. I don't know why you gotta hide this.
I don't think that people want to see this. I don't think they'd understand it.
Trust me when I say I understand probably a little bit more than most, that I didn't ask to look like this. This isn't how I wanted. This still isn't how I think of myself. When I dream of myself as an orc. I'm still not comfortable to this form. I realized in the therapy session that, I do really love it, and the change it's given me, and the freedom it's given me. And I just hope that you can find those same things.
I kind of have to reach out and touch his right hand.
Ew!
Honestly, a little gross for you too, Drell. That was like a goopy hand.
Ew.
I don't think we should do that again.
Honestly, Drell, first you shook the hand of a toad man, and now you're shaking the hands with a plasmoid, and like your hands, and now you got a thing on your hand. Your right hand's got some shit going on, you know?
Yeah.
Got some gunk on that thing.
Damn, I'm gonna have to start shaking people with my left hand, huh? That's awkward.
That is weird.
Sticky, are you going to open the scroll?
Yes.
Right now, in front of Drell, or after he leaves?
I'm going to, first of all, as I'm putting the suit back on, just before I do, I'm going to say,
My name is Victoria. But he called me Vicky. And then when I left, I decided to change my name to Sticky.
I can see where you got it.
Yeah. Anywho.
I'm going to have her pull it back on and then pull the necklace back on until she looks back to her quote-unquote normal self.
Crazy transformation. She just like kind of like puddles down and then slinks into the morph suit, reconstitutes as a humanoid inside it, and then as the amulet goes on, it creates the illusion.
Yeah, this makes a lot more sense.
I mean, I'm scared because I don't want to go back and see him, and I'm still not what he wants yet, and he rejects me again. I don't think I can.
Dreyll will grab Sticky's hand. We're not getting rid of you. Don't think about that. And he's not going to take you from us. We got you out of that prison. You're with us for life now. You made the several the 8th. I don't know if that's going to work. The 8th?
Well,
8s of spades.
Several can include up to 8 people. It's not a bad thing. You can have more than 8 people in a several.
I just don't feel.
I just want you to know, Sticky, that we all stand behind you. Mardor saw more in you than we probably did I did up to this point, at least.
When he says that, I'm going to reach into my little bag of holding and then pull out the Mardor doll. Oh my god, I can't talk.
The Mardor.
Mardor. Murder!
Okay.
I'm going to say thank
you, Dreyll. I promise I won't steal anything.
Hey, even if you do, your secret's safe with me. I don't know how long I can keep this under wraps, and he'll look at his hand. What you have going on, though, I won't say nothing.
Thanks.
I'm going to grab the egg off his lap, hold my Mardor doll, and then pick up the scroll.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a massive deep breath, and then I'm going to open it.
Okay. It reads. Oh, did you think I wasn't going to have you read it?
I thought it was going to be a hologram.
No, it reads.
Some Star Wars shit.
In his voice, was what you'd imagine. For my greatest creation, my joy, make the world yours and learn more than I could ever teach you cooped up here. I love you more than the life I lived to make you. Be better than me. There will never be another you. I can't create another. You are the only Victoria, my life's truest victory. And then below it is a blueprint for something I just sent you in your DMs.
Lizzie.
Oh God.
It's beautiful.
You should see what it does.
I'm so excited. Holy
Do you want me to tell them, or do you want to keep it a secret for you until you build it?
Is it a fucking nuke? You make a fucking
Do
bomb?
you want me to share it with the rest of the party?
Yes,
What,
share it.
what
Okay,
are you reading
okay.
there, Sticky?
Hold on. I want you guys to look
Yeah.
at the... This is going to be in
Yeah.
handouts. She got a
Real
blueprint.
shit.
She got a blueprint for this. Feel free to read the stats because it's more than just the goof.
Oh,
Hell
it already
yeah!
looks so good.
That's so sick. I'm so stoked.
Cubs' face
Homie
is
gets a-
everything right now.
Holy
It's
shit.
a fucking water gun.
That's all chat will hear. They won't be able to see it. Honestly, chat, I can show you.
That feels
It's
a
a
little
fucking
fuck-
super soaker.
It
Hold
feels a
on.
little
That's
fucked up
fucking
that you give the plasmoid a goddamn super
So
soaker.
she gets a squirt gun, chat, that can shoot a 30-foot, 5-foot wide line. It's basically the thunder spell or the lightning bolt spell. 4d6 slashing damage on a failed save because it's a torrent of water. And
Just fucking hosing them.
yeah, it can be fired 3 times before you have to fill it with water again.
Well, it'd be really funny if Sticky doesn't even shoot it and just whacks people with it. Just uses the fucking your little plasmoid arms, your pseudopods, just launches it across the room.
And with that
Can I
blueprint and the message
theoretically-
from your father. Wait, what do you want to do?
I was like, just for me, just
Mhm.
humor me for a point,
Yeah.
0.5 seconds. Could I realistically load a part of myself?
That's what I knew. This is what I was thinking.
that's what I thought it was gonna be,
You aren't a thin enough liquid to be able to blast
Dang
out
it.
like that, and you would be literally hurting yourself, like significantly.
I have a
Can she
follow-up
hold like a bubble
question.
of water inside of her?
She has
I
a
have
bag
a
of holding.
follow-
She could, the way you guys get salt, it takes 1 gallon of water to fill it. She could literally just fill up a bunch of containers of gallons of water, stuff them in her own bag of holding, and then just have perpetual water.
I have another question.
What's up?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Since she's an artificer and it's a blueprint, is it too far-fetched to modify it to let this happen?
To what? Let her use parts of herself?
Can she give me the gun and I shoot her?
You shoot her?
Oh, that's a good point.
You want to shoot
fits
her
into
with
she
the
fits
gun?
into
No,
the ammo.
No, she gives
She
me the
is the
gun
ammo.
and she turns into the pile of ooze. And then she goes, "Load me up, Dreyll!" And then we do a tag team
My
combo, and I shoot him at the enemy.
This is insane. Thank you, Corey. I love it. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Maybe in a few levels.
Yeah.
Corey's not saying no. This is great.
My only problem is the idea that Sticky would theoretically be much more than a gallon of liquid.
Yes, she would. She'd be a
So the idea of condensing
And that
herself
is why
down
she
to the
also
size of a
doesn't
gallon
eat
of
in front of
liquid.
y'all.
Yes, that is also why she doesn't eat. She literally just absorbs the food like a gelatinous cube would.
Oh.
That's when I knew.
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's impossible. She would have to make a bigger tank.
Thanks, Corey. That's all I needed.
We could just sweat into it too.
Also, Sticky, it's created with the intent that you could attach it to your revolver wrist.
Yes, 100%, which is
Yeah.
what I'm going to do. I'm
Yeah.
so excited about that.
The average human by volume is about 20 gallons.
Yeah, so we need a 20. You need multiply the tank by 20, or find an enchanter who can enchant it to be bottomless.
All right.
Like the
All
way
right.
that people can have, like, whatever. Bye, Drew.
Bye, Drew.
But yeah.
Well, now we have choices. And
But that's where we're gonna end the session with that note from your father and the
Mm-hmm.
blueprint for the squirt gun, which you will need to
cute.
go either commission it being made or get the materials and make it yourself, which is kind of what he intended. Yeah.
That's cute. That was wholesome.
Work on. Plasmoid.
Yeah.
The only person who had confirmation that she was a plasmoid was Cass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told her when we hung out in Texas a couple weeks ago because Mary was the least involved in the sticky story because Mardor was
yeah.
and she was gone. So I was like, "Do you want to know what she is?" Because I got to tell someone.
Yeah, that's
And then I told Cass.
Yeah.
We did it, boys! We figured it out!
Well, only Drell knows.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Yeah.
Well,
That has his suspicions.
Well,
Anyways, that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I'll try to get this one up on YouTube a lot faster than uploading today, last week's episode. That was a little ridiculous. We should be back again next week. The only week coming up that I think I won't be able to be here would be 2 weeks from now, but I also don't know if that's happening. My family's insane.
I won't be here the next 2 sessions.
Both?
Probably.
Okay. Good to know. If a second person drops out, then no session. Yeah, Drell makes a deal and then disappears for 2 weeks.
I'm gone the 8th and the 15th. From the 4th to the 18th, I'm gone.
Okay.
No.
And there's no like this is a you will be working during session type stuff or vacationing or will you be able to like possibly be here but not on your computer in your apartment?
I will be in a hotel room. I could maybe be here.
Up to you. I'm not putting that pressure on you to be here if you don't want to be.
I've done it twice.
It's a 50-50, but I wouldn't plan on me being here.
Okay. If someone else drops out either of those 2 weeks, we'll cancel session probably. As you guys prep to go to the Elemental Plane of Fire even more. Yeah.
I'm guessing the clothes and the mask and shit are all ready.
Sword will be ready tomorrow. Clothes and mask will be ready tomorrow. Then you guys just need to figure out what your method of travel is going to be. Whether you guys take airship by night or do whatever. Also, whether you guys are going straight to the portal or you're going to wherever the location of the stone is or you're going to wherever the location of that orc is or another option because you guys have a million options you can go down. We'll figure that all out later. Anyways.
Whose fault is that?
You guys have options?
We have a million options.
It's like 4. Well, technically, the universe has a million options. You could just, I don't like giving you guys one direct path. That's boring. I like you guys having choice.
I really thought we
were next session would become pirates.
Yes! Yes! The One Piece! Yes!
I'm so down to run a campaign where the characters like aren't good but are good, like in that way, in like the One Piece style way, where like they're clearly criminals, but also they kind of have a point.
Fighters,
yeah,
I thought that's what I was doing here.
You think that's what you're doing, fighting the
against
Venus?
the oppressive.
Yeah. Have a wonderful night, everyone. We'll see you all again in the next session, whenever that happens to be. Have a good night. Okay, bye.
Bye, KO.